plain club bars. Like I've never been a fan of mint, so I prefer just like the plain club bars.
I've always loved mint, like just like as much mint as possible. I like the cold sensation, in your mouth. I love cold drinks, mint. Just eating ice.
Maybe it's because I don't like spicy stuff, but I think what it is for me is with mint, it's like I like if something's cold, I like eating something cold. But if I don't like eating something that's lukewarm, but gives my mouth the cold sensation, if you know what I mean. It's like eating,
What? No,
okay,
if you
when
mint, your mouth feels cold, even though, like, because it's activating those same receptors in your mouth. It's gonna feel cold whether it is cold or is
I know what
mint.
you mean, Mike. But what I'm saying though is the food item itself isn't cold, but it makes my mouth feel cold.
Oh, that's what I mean. It's like
I don't like that. If
it feels warm in your hand, but then you eat it, and it's cold, and you're like
I'm not saying it's warm. I'm not saying it's warm. I'm just saying it itself is not cold.
Well, what's the difference? It's not warm.
Okay,
it's
well,
not
a bar
cold.
of chocolate, of chocolate isn't cold, but it's not warm either.
Well, I put mine in the refrigerator because I like them chilled, and it stops them from melting.
Okay, it's only okay to put chocolate in the fridge in summer.
I do it all the time. I love chilled.
You gotta just leave it in a cupboard. It's designed to be put in a cupboard.
Nah, refrigerator, because I like it cold. I love cold stuff. I take like a box of Junior Mints and I'll put it in the freezer. Just get them sort of like nice and icy.
I just don't like mint. I think
that's fair.
I think the only thing I can really say is just I don't like mint. Mint fucking sucks.
I love it. That's fair. I like mint. I love spicy as well. I'd love to have something that has both sort of menthol and capsaicin in it. So sort of like spicy and minty.
Mike, have you not learned anything from that one Tumblr post? There was a Tumblr post like a while ago which was like, hey, you know how capsaicin makes the ouch hot spicy part of your mouth goes and how menthol makes the cold spicy go off? What if I combined both? And there was just a post afterwards that just said, so this is what hellfire tastes like.
Yeah, where do you think I got the idea?
Mike, you're the kind of person that would make battery acid spaghetti. You know what
you go.
You know what I'm on about. Battery acid spaghetti, right?
Well, that's what you do. You're right. You take the spaghetti, you put the menthol and the capsaicin on it. Bam.
No, do you not know about the battery acid spaghetti post?
Not particularly.
Okay, so what someone figured out was, you know those cola strips? They're like a candy where it's like cola strips. Is that what they're called? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's one of those like chewable strips candies, and you're meant to like chew on them, but you can like peel them lengthways into like thinner strips. And someone said, I'm gonna peel a load of that, I'm gonna pour it, put it in a bowl, I'm gonna pour like a Monster Energy on it. Or it was like a Red Bull, it was something, I think it was a Monster Energy. And it's like the carbon would like react with the sugar and shit of the sweets. And he's like, and it was like, I'm gonna make this, and I call it battery acid spaghetti. Then the immediate post afterwards was, do not do this. Then someone commented, okay, now I've got to try it. Immediate response, do not do this. Oh, well, now my curiosity's piqued. I've got to try this now. Do not do this.
I kind of want to try it now. You're not wrong.
I'm honestly surprised you've not seen the battery acid spaghetti post. I feel like that is something you would... I don't know, it's something that you should probably know about.
I love the just like, do not try this. Like...
Yeah, no, literally, someone will say, I'm going to try it, and then a moment later, the exact same person responds, do not try this. And then someone else comments after that, well, now I've got to try this. Do not try this. It...
It's great. Oh boy.
Also, hello chat. It's me and the rabbit here.
I had a bit lined up. It doesn't really work now, but
Do the bit. Do it.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, make a sort of noise and be like, every time I'm on one of these things, he's always got to pull me out of his bloody hat.
Oh.
It's not a good bit. It was a rabbit out of my hat. It wasn't. It was funnier when I thought of it, like 15 minutes ago.
It is one of those things where it's very much a timing-based bit.
Yeah.
Well, the timing's gone, and I just ruined the joke. Hello, chat. We're doing cursed trains.
Oh boy, we have more trains.
Also, happy National Train Day. That is that a thing?
I don't know if that's a thing.
I feel it's one of those like international talk like a pirate day things where like
where it's like not a real thing.
It's not a real thing. Nobody does that.
It doesn't exist.
A person who thinks they're really funny and cool thought that would be a funny and cool thing to do.
It just sounds like, like early 2000s humor.
Oh,
sort
God,
of on the internet, like the lol random bacon mustache, whatever.
ASDF movie kind of stuff.
ASDF was pretty funny, but just like, that was the only funny thing to come out of that sort of cultural time period.
The fact that they're still making ASDF movies is crazy.
I appreciate it. I respect that.
Also, don't mind me. I'm eating a marshmallow Rice Krispie square thing.
Love some marshmallow Rice Krispies.
It's homemade, by the way.
Really?
And what I do is when I make it, I add like some cornflakes as well because it just adds a bit extra crunch. It's really nice.
That does sound really good. Shoot. I should try that sometime. God, that reminds me of the time, like not cursed, but I did a cursed cooking thing where what I did was I tried to make mint cupcakes, which is essentially I took a box of store-bought cupcake mix, and then mix it all up, and I just poured in a shitload of what's it called? Mint extract, like mint oil, peppermint, spearmint, whatever it was. Just I poured in a boatload of that. And it didn't work at all. Like, you couldn't taste mint in the batter. It was such a disappointment.
No mint for you, Bucky boy.
Yeah, it's sad. I wonder if there's, like... Are there any, like food science... Like bakers, that's it. Are there any bakers in chat who knows how to sort of make like, a cake where the actual cake itself tastes like mint and not just the icing? That's what I'd like to try.
No idea. I've never really made like a mint cake. I could give it a go though. It might be one of those things where it's a bit like food coloring, where you have to add way more than you think you need because when you bake a cake with food coloring, as it bakes, the dye tends to like fade. So like
that's what I was thinking happened.
You could put in like a bright pink cake batter and it'll come out like kind of ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming happened. Is just like something in the, the heat of it just sort of broken down the menthol, and so it's just like not there anymore.
Mike just needs more mint.
I do. I
just
need it in my
nothing
life.
but mint. Cram as much mint into the face of this man as possible. He will not stop until he will not stop until the inside of his mouth has reached absolute zero.
I have thought about this, right? Wouldn't it be really cool? Okay, so you know how on an airplane, like, water boils at a lower temperature because, like, it's a less air pressure. That also means that water freezes at a lower temperature too, which means if you're on an airplane and you had a really, like, good refrigerator, you could drink water that's, like, below zero. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, but it'll probably, like, freeze, like, the inside
Well, no,
of
it wouldn't
body.
be... Well, no, it wouldn't, because like all of you is at a lower air pressure, so it would you wouldn't. No, yeah, you just take a sip of it and then just like freeze into a solid block of ice like a cartoon.
Also, not to ignore D-Man's $5 donation here, we need to know Mike's favourite and least favourite SpongeBob characters, and why.
I haven't watched SpongeBob in like actual ages.
I think D-Man there is using the royal we.
Oh.
Where he's saying we when in reality he means I.
Yeah.
It's the royal we.
Of course. Anyway, no, I haven't. No, here's the thing, right? Like, I didn't like SpongeBob very much as a kid, and I know that this is gonna get me a lot of flack on the internet because the internet loves SpongeBob, and it's probably just the TV station. They aired that show back to back to back for days in a row with nothing else on. Just literally nothing else. I got so sick of it because I wanted to see anything else. But no, I just got really sick of the show. I was like, hey, whatever, man. So, no, I guess favorite character, the Spongebob.
You could not have answered that question with less enthusiasm. My favourite SpongeBob character, the Spongebob. the SpongeBob, you know, the SpongeBob.
SpongeBob guy. That one.
It's the same energy. It's the same energy as like it's him, the Greatest Showman from The Greatest Showman.
He's the American Psycho.
Oh, Jesus. We were meant to be looking at cursed trains, but nah, I think I like this conversation.
Yeah, we've just started a podcast.
I love whenever I do a cursed train stream. It just turns into me and Mike talking about fucking whatever. And chat is powerless to do anything. People beg, they plead, they say, please, train of thought, can we look at some cursed trains? And I say, no, we're gonna argue about brutalism for the next 30 minutes. You please, do not get a conversation in this.
Please, sir, can we see some trains? It's like a little Dickensian child.
No!
No.
We're talking about the best kind of mattress!
Oh, God. You know, I'm quite partial to memory. Actually, no, memory foam sucks. I was about to make a joke, but no, memory foam is terrible. I don't get why people like it so much.
Memory foam is pretty good.
It's squishy. It's too hot. Like, I like actual like firmness in my mattress.
Then so, just get a firmer memory foam mattress.
Yeah, but then what's the point of that then? Just get some springs in it. I like it.
Yeah, but the memory foam is it's a solid block of foam, so it doesn't like the springs won't bend and wear out through time. I've got a memory foam mattress.
How do you wear out a mattress? I've had a single mattress here for over a decade now, and it's fine.
Mike, that is not a mattress at this point. You're just lying on scrap iron. What the hell?
And you know what? I like it.
Your mattress probably wouldn't even stand up straight. Yours would.
I'm sitting next to it right now. It's a perfectly fine mattress.
Mike, if you hung your mattress, if you took your mattress outside, it would like wobble. It would, if you lifted your mattress upright and stood it upright, it would crumple into a pile like a. Holy shit, D-Man!
Whoa!
$100.
Oh my god!
Wow. if you all have Mother's Day in the UK, and if so, do you have any nice plans for your mum? Also, 2, enjoy the $50, the other half is for the rabbit. 3, also can't speak for the others, but I prefer the debates and convos to the trains, not gonna lie. First of all, thank you, D-Man. Praise.
Oh my god, thank you.
Praise
wow.
be to D-Man. There's a reason I made you a mod.
Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing a sort of like British Army in like the 1900s where you just sort of pay for your rank. That's how the mods work on Discord.
You give me money and I make you moderate the chat? I don't pay you to do it.
You too.
You have to pay for the privilege of being able to... of making annoying people be quiet.
For just $100, you too can become an admiral. It's incredible.
I can't believe the British Army used to be subscription-based.
No, just imagine just like an ad read for like one of those like meal boxes or whatever. But it's just like for only $50 a month, you too can become a first officer in the Royal Navy.
The standard tier subscription ensures that you do get a seat at the Admiral's table, but with a... But if you splash out for the premium tier subscription, you get to have... Not only do you get to take command of your own destroyer, but you also get to choose the name of it.
Wow.
To answer your question, by the way, D-Man...
Yes.
Answer your question, we do have Mother's Day in the UK. For us, it comes earlier in the year. It's for us, it was the 30th of March. So Mother's Day in the UK is like about a month and a half ahead of Mother's Day in the US. I think Father's Day is on the exact same day, though.
Honestly, that sounds pretty convenient. Just do both at the same time. Oh no, wait, no, same day. So yeah.
We're just gonna scrap both of them. We're gonna pick a random day, and that's just gonna become Parents' Day.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, Parent Day. Just sort of like combine the two. It's more efficient.
I'm just gonna cut down on these unnecessary holidays.
Yeah, that's my platform for when I run for government. Just like
we're just gonna get rid of useless public like national holidays. You're still gonna get the day off. We're just not gonna make it a thing.
Yeah, just like a day off day. It's a day for celebrating a day off. You get the day off.
That's literally just a bank holiday. That's all that is. It's just a bank holiday.
You're right.
The bank's closed today. Well, I guess everywhere's gonna be closed then.
That's really funny. Well, bank's done. Guess well, just well, the bank's closed. I guess the whole day's a wash. Might as well.
Oh dear. Just to confirm a few things with chat, by the way.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, I'll make a poll right now, actually, because this is something I wanted to know. I'm gonna make a poll on my channel. It's not gonna be in chat. It's gonna actually be a channel poll on the community tab. But I got a few comments on my video about Wilbur Audrey. And a couple of comments literally just said, I'm a grown man and this video made me cry. So I just want to start a poll here real quick.
Where is this going?
I just want to know how many people actually cried.
Okay.
Because people are commenting saying, train of thought, this video is really touching. I cried at the end of it. So I'm just starting a poll. I want to know what percentage of my audience are pussies. So I just want to... I just gotta make sure, you know?
Oh boy, Discord's doing a fun thing where it's saying that it stopped responding and then it starts responding again. So, if I just cut out for seemingly no reason, you'll know what happened to me. Oh, I love computers. I love them so much.
Well, maybe you'd love them even more if you got one that wasn't pre-Obama administration.
I'll have you know. Well, okay, 2015. This is from that was after he was in office.
Yeah, it was literally like the second to last year he was in office. But yeah, no, I wanted to know how many people cried at the end of that video, because I'm just curious. No judgment. But second of all, yes, I have seen the Down the Mine pilot. Oh, Mike has stopped responding. I think he's finally dead. You there, buddy?
Yep.
Oh, he's alive. He's back. Never mind.
Excellent timing.
Okay, cool. But yeah, no, I have seen the Down the Mine pilot. Like, it's one of those things where I was like, maybe I'd watch it on stream? But then I thought, stuff it. I just wanted to watch it. And it is... It's just weird. It's just different. It's like watching that episode of Thomas the Tank Engine, but it came from an alternate universe. It's just weird. And Gordon looks off in it, and I think I figured out why. It's because his face is a lot flatter than it is in the original model show. So it just makes it look a bit more weird. I don't know. Anyway, should we look at some cursed trains?
Yeah, let's bring up some of those.
Let's actually do what we came here to do and look at cursed trains.
Let's just have a chill, sort of weird train looking at stuff.
Train looking at ass.
Train looking at. Alright, let's have a see.
Give me a second, Mike. Let me... where's the fucking...
I'm already watching. You're already sharing your screen.
No, I'm trying to pop it out so there's not an annoying little box in the corner. Okay.
Here we are.
At long last, we're finally... It only took us 22 minutes, but we're here.
Oh, wow, look. It's a train.
It is a train. This is where we left off from the...
Oh, no, it's a slide.
I just noticed that. It is a slide. It's a train and a slide.
Wow. Together at last.
It's a stride.
A stride, if you will. Or a strain.
It's both. Hold on, what does it say here? What's the sign say? Parents/guardians and teachers' responsibility. Please ensure all notices are read carefully and instructions followed. Where play equipment is being used, this who gives a shit?
That's what I was gonna say. Look how it's fenced off. They probably never open that fence, like, ever, because like.
Don't tell me to play safe. I'm climbing on top of this thing and jumping off.
That's what I mean. It's like, have you ever noticed that? Like, when you're a kid, how, like, everything that's interesting is always just like, oh, no, we're actually closing that off now. You're not allowed. You have to be watched to go on the... I'm not a health and safety gone mad person, but that, I guess legal liability gone mad in this case. Just let kids jump off things. It's fine.
If they break their legs, they break their legs. They'll learn.
Legs grow back. It's fine.
No, they don't. I remember. Oh, why is why is his head so tiny? Why is his face so tiny?
He looks like I don't know, like a withered, like old, like a wrinkled.
It's like one of those shrunken pygmy heads.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Beetlejuice?
I have.
You know how, like, in the waiting room in, like, the afterlife, there's just that guy that's just got, like, the shrunken tiny little pygmy head? Like, the rest of his body's fine, but he's just got a really teeny tiny head.
Yeah.
That's big, that energy. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh hell yeah!
It's
Oh, full
furry
screen these,
trains.
right? Hell yeah!
It's
Oh, look
furry
at that one.
trains.
The top and bottom one on the left. Look at those.
I'm looking.
Well, as in, like, click on them to show them on screen
No.
properly, like we've done with every other image.
No.
No, but genuinely, I actually want to see the bottom left
All
one.
right,
That one looks
fine.
thank you. Yes, look at these. These should be recognized.
Okay, now you've seen them. We can move on.
ToT barely hiding his disdain. just like, oh, what's this? Oh, I don't like that.
I can't argue. Like, furries just have this impeccable ability to, like, anthropomorphize and just give animal characteristics, or just make a person / creature out of just anything. Like, the way they've, like, incorporating the cab, like the front of the cab, and making that like the nose and it's set back and that's the eyes, and you've got that, making that the general shape of the head. That's clever. Or you've got like this tram one here, and like, you know, the visor's the eyes, and then going along the back you've got the black stripes which represents the windows. It's clever. I can't argue.
I really like the one on the bottom left there, where there's like two of them. Look at that. That's really cool.
Yeah, one's the Freightliner, one's the more rounded passenger orientated one.
I like it a lot. Like, these are really well done.
I love or hate furries all you want, chat. You can't argue. They're good artists. Or they can afford to hire good artists. Which is why we don't speak ill of the furry community. Half of them all work in tech. If they want to dox me, they can and will.
Some experimental paint. What?
Coal fuel diesel.
What is that?
These were real engines that were built. Hold on. So it was a coal fuel diesel.
What?
I've done a video on this. That's just an engine with 3 boilers. I love doing cursed trains because there are so many of these that they've come back round to me to not being cursed. Like, I'd look at this and I'd think, what the fuck's going on? I've already made a video on this. That's how far behind I am on the cursed trains.
We've become desensitized to it, honestly. We've seen it all.
Oh god, it's one of these hexaplex.
Another long boy.
It's a real long boy. Union Pacific bigger boy. The boiler's not gonna make enough steam to power all of these cylinders.
Yeah, but what if it did? Wouldn't that be kind of neat?
No. You are not fitting this thing on a turntable. You're not fitting it in a shed.
Also, D-Man just said, D-Man just donated $5 and said, coal fuel diesel. That sounds like a steam engine with extra steps.
It probably is.
Yeah.
This is different.
I mean, they just look like trains. I don't know what's the problem here.
I think Lady Patricia here.
Mm-hmm.
It's in British Rail apple green and it's got the British Railways emblem on it. But it's not British designed. It's like...
Oh, Stolen Valor.
Yeah, it's a Swiss... I think it's Swiss, someone's in chat saying. Like, it's just...
Not...
Or it's Swiss/British.
Swish engineering. But no, oh, it's in the wrong color. That's perfidy even. That's a war crime.
Yeah, sure. Yes, it is.
I'm not joking. That's what it's called when an officer is wearing a uniform belonging to an enemy army. That's called perfidy, which is considered to be espionage, or you could be brought up on espionage if you do that, and therefore it's death penalty, because spies are not granted protection under the Geneva Convention, I believe, or there's like a special cutout for espionage and spies. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but yeah, no,
You
that's
have
what that is.
upset all the Finnish rail fans, ToT. I'm sorry. This lad looks kinda cursed yet kinda cool. It's a 20 packs gas powered doodlebug, nicknamed the Hummingbird, which ran in the early 1900s. That's cute.
That just looks like a tram. That looks like a normal streetcar.
Well, it's too small to be a streetcar. It'd probably just be like someone's personal like getabout, or it would be on very, very low traffic passenger routes.
Well, that's what I mean. Like streetcar suburb. Like you have a guy like this comes by, and then a guy hops on in the opening song of the musical, where everybody is sort of like hanging off the streetcar and sort of doing a little, doing a little musical number. That's what this is.
I look at this, and immediately what comes to my head is like an old clown horn. not really a clown horn, but like a brep, brep.
Yeah.
Oop, that's not what I meant to click. Meanwhile,
Wow.
That's certainly more wheels than it's meant to have.
We gave you 30% more wheels, so you can wheel while you wheel.
Wheelie impressive.
It's a wheel deal.
Oh. I like that his buffers are pointing inwards together.
Tom and Jerry just like got hit in the middle of the face with like a beam or something, just like boom.
It's just the way the buffers are coming together. Like it's trying to hold something. I feel what this picture is missing is like between the buffers it needs to just be holding like a really big like iPhone or something like that. It just needs to be holding like a really big like smartphone or something, because it looks like it's just meant to be like looking down and holding something. Like, you're seeing that, right?
I am. You're right.
2880 mainline engine from the small railway of Indonesia. That is it.
Wow, that's neat.
That is a big boy. Well,
I like that.
It's not a big boy, but it's a big boy.
I like that a lot, actually. I like, the palm trees in the background. Like, this is a nice image.
It's a vibe. I like this.
This is a nice image. I like it.
Also, it's real overkill if this is a 2880 and it's only pulling one carriage.
No, you don't get it. They need that power, dude. They
need as much horsepower as it can get, because it needs to go up a gradient of 1 in 3. They need. It's a gradient of 1 in 1.5. It's like a grade of like, was it 1 in 2? It's just a grade of 1 in 1. Sorry, it's just a 45-degree angle it needs to go up.
This is just what happens when you have like the guy who is into trains is like in charge of ordering what train you need. And he's like, "Oh yes, boss, we absolutely need this big train. No, yep, this is necessary. Don't worry." He just wants it to sort of like play with himself.
He wanted to do what with himself?
Well, to play with the train with it, but by
I was about to say, goodness gracious, Michael.
I'm just realizing now the phrasing was.
That.
Anyways, we have a locomotive.
Isn't
oh god, carriage in Statita Bucharest Nord.
It looks like what you'd get if you told an artist to draw a locomotive.
I will never get over like those weird sort of not tunnel, the chimneys. That's what they're called. The ones that are like wider at the top than they are at the bottom. They
Yeah.
always look goofy to me.
What, with a spark arrestor?
Yeah, it always looks goofy to me.
Well, it's better they have that stuck on the top than they burn down someone's house.
It always like it just this reads as like a coffee maker. Like you put the like you can now you see wait look at the funnel. You see you put the coffee grounds in the top bit. That like that top bit unscrews. You put the coffee grounds in there, and then you pour the hot water over it, and that goes through the funnel into the well you put your cup in the little door that opens on the front, and that's where you get your coffee from.
I feel like someone get in contact with Heist. Someone try and see if Heist can make a cup of coffee with a locomotive.
Well, you need a hell of a lot of coffee beans.
Yeah, but if you could, like, use the heat of the locomotive, or if you could, like, just drain some of the scalding hot water from out of the boiler.
Espresso. You can make espresso with it. You've already got hot steam.
Mike, this would be the most intense espresso you've ever had. Do you understand what I mean when I say the water in a locomotive's boiler is superheated? As in, it is still liquid, but it is way beyond boiling point in terms of temperature. It's just only liquid because of the pressure.
Exactly. Imagine how good of an espresso you could make.
You would pour, like, the water into the cup, and after a minute, the mug would just be empty because all of the water would have evaporated out.
Flash boiling in the atmosphere as you try to pour it into your coffee.
You wouldn't so much drink it as you'd kind of just inhale the aroma of it. It would be like the world's first coffee that you consume via an air purifier.
A coffee atomizer. Oh, that would be interesting. All the coffee nuts. So thinking of increasingly elaborate ways to just pour water over beans. It's just like we started inhaling the coffee now.
Maybe it's just because I don't like coffee. I have an extra strong sort of dislike of people who like artisanal coffee. Like, people who, like, okay, you've got this really nice, you're a fan of it, okay, you've got this really nice coffee press, you grind the beans, and, like, you know, this is a one-off treat. This is a special occasion for you, where you, like, grind the beans yourself, and you blend them specifically, and you put them in, like, your little espresso machine, and, like, you press down the top, and you, like, drag something, like, something flat over the top of it to, like, make sure it's perfectly level. And you lock it in, and, like, drop by drop, the coffee fills the cup at a rate by which it will be lukewarm by the time the cup is full. And, like, whatever, cool. It just irritates me. I don't know what it is. I just hate artisanal coffee.
No, but you don't understand. It's to make the best cup of coffee.
Coffee always tastes horrible.
It takes 4 hours to make a good cup of coffee. Everything else is just dog crap.
I'm convinced if you like the taste of coffee, you've just gaslit yourself into a fucking caffeine addiction. That's all it is.
I like the way coffee smells. Like, I like it.
No. I'm just ending this now. No.
Right.
I recommend you try. I recommend you try Coffola. What is Coffola? Is that the one? Is that the coffee where, like, wild cats eat the coffee beans and they poop the beans out and they grind? They use those. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Or is
there's gotta be a better way to make that kind of coffee? The one where the wild cats eat it, that you could just. Surely you could just, like, look at a bean before and then compare it to a bean after, and then just do some chemistry on it to do the same thing.
It's a flavor thing.
Yeah, that's what I like. Surely you could do the same thing. You don't have to have an actual animal eat it nowadays. Like, we have the technology.
You want to know how much I dislike coffee?
How much do you dislike coffee?
Someone offered me. I got an email which was a sponsorship offer for a coffee company. It was one of these like indie online stores that sells like their personal blends of like coffees and stuff.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was called. It was like, I think it was Imperium Coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
And I opened the website and I looked at it. And you know how you kind of get a red flag and you can't explain why, but you just kind of get a red flag?
I guess. What are you saying? This coffee like a offer sort of like skeeved you out?
No, what it was is I went on the website and it's called Imperium Coffee Blend, and their whole shtick is they have like a couple of different blends named after great men. Like that's their whole thing. And I'm like, okay, what do you classify as a great man? Julius Caesar.
Why?
Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, Winston Churchill.
Okay.
I think one was William Shakespeare.
Okay.
And one of them was I can't remember what another one was, but it was that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I can tell the sort of red flag. That's
like,
not that.
Okay, so you're okay.
I don't know about this one.
You consider these people great men. What? Why?
What is? So how does that connect? Why are we interrogating this? But how does this connect with coffee? Like, is it coffee that's inspired by these guys, like these historical figures?
Something to do with like waking up and like getting that, the coffee, the boost, that like greatness.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up and be Napoleon. Thank you very much because of your coffee.
And so it's like, okay, what makes these men great is they were all army men and set on kind of conquest. That kind of pangs a little bit the wrong way if you consider a great man to be someone who... Julius Caesar, was it Julius Caesar that wept for there were no more lands to conquer?
Drinking the Julius Caesar coffee and then immediately being stabbed. It comes with a knife when you order it. It's great. The Churchill coffee comes with a bottle of vermouth.
All of the other bags have like, a part that's designed to be torn so you can like tear it open. Like you pull the top off. The Caesar one is the only one that doesn't have any like designed way of opening it, so you have to either cut it open with a pair of scissors or just like run a blade across the top of it. Like you have to stab this Julius Caesar bag of coffee to get the coffee.
The Churchill one has instructions on the back to say that to use like sherry instead of water when you're
You can only consume the Churchill one if you have a scotch, a cigar, and a burning passion to colonize Africa. That's the only way. That's the only correct way to drink the Winston Churchill coffee.
This Shakespeare coffee got me acting unwise.
I think the only coffee I was like, okay, yeah, no, I agree that's a great guy, was Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare coffee would be funny. That would be kind of neat.
Because you can at least twist that as the angle of, okay, he was a creative, he was a writer, he needed to have his mind in check, and this coffee gets you in that kind of mindset.
Yeah.
Why is there a Napoleon coffee?
Why?
Napoleon tried to invade my country. I don't really want to endorse a coffee named after him, thank you.
Oh, Napoleon coffee. I'm struggling.
It's only... The thing is, yeah, you can only have it as an espresso, though.
Why? Why are you trying to invade England?
I'll drink my Napoleon coffee. The English swine will pay for what they have done to me. Also, this is a cursed train. Let's fucking move on. What is this?
Showing up to work and like you wake up and you look normal. You have one sip and suddenly you're like full French army uniform showing up to work.
You're mounted on a horse.
Yeah. Oh,
jeez.
No,
you're absolutely correct, Road Wolf 2. It would be a short white. Oh boy, look. Hey Mike, look at this locomotive. It's doing a goofy. Look at that.
How does this happen?
Well, very simple. It seemed like a cool penny on the ground.
It went. God, imagine how satisfying it would be, like if you were like, you know, like a giant to sort of like take a train and then like snap it in half, like a dry spaghetti.
It wouldn't snap though, because the metal of the body would bend, but it wouldn't snap. It's not like that rigid, if you know what I mean.
I feel like, well, if you did it fast enough, it would probably, you could get like a snap, you could get like a pop out of it.
Yeah, but if you want to like snap it clean in half like spaghetti, you just can't do that.
What if you got like a knife or something?
Well, then you're not snapping it, are you?
Well, I mean, well.
Then you're just doing.
No, well, here's what you do. You just like do a bunch of just like little sort of perforations around one sort of a loop of perforations around it, sort of like those tearaway bits of paper or whatever.
That's too much work. That's too much work if you want to snap some. If you're a giant, just pick up a tree and snap it. Don't snap a locomotive because it's metal and it'll bend. It won't snap.
Oh, you could just like crush it like a beer can.
Now you're thinking.
Yeah.
Now you got it. You see, he's got the big brain. Oh, yes. Here you are, Mike. More furry stuff.
Yay! I like it.
Look at this.
I quite like that, actually.
Why are they always buff? Why are they always designed specifically like this?
I mean, you know, trains. There's a sort of like machismo kind of thing, culturally speaking.
Oh God, why?
This one is. Oh, okay.
Why does the Class 32 have? Why does the Class?
Don't mention it. Don't mention it. Just move on quickly.
Why is?
Oh dear.
Why is it a lizard?
Class 37 got me acting on why.
Oh, this one's cool.
Yeah, this is neat.
He's got a cowboy
hat. Yeah, I like how they made it look like a horse skull.
Because it's an iron horse. Okay, there's a lot going on with this one because it's a steam locomotive. It's an iron horse. The cowcatcher / plow at the front gives it like the wedge shape there. It's smoking out the mouth. It's a dragon, and
That's a really well thought out one.
That's well thought out. You can tell the difference between like mediocre furry art, bad furry art, and actually well thought out furry art.
I wouldn't call any of them bad. I think they're all very well done. They're just trying to do different things.
Okay, this one was just okay. I'm gonna make a Penn Central. I'm gonna make a Pennsylvania G1 look like. I'm gonna anthropomorphize it a bit. Cool. That's all you've done. This is. I want to shag a diesel locomotive. But the thing is, though, it's clear that this person just has a type. Because, aside from the decals, this is just a lizard woman. I was about to say not well proportioned. It's clear that all they've done is just take a lizard OC and change the face slightly and give it the colours. This is clear. There's not much thought put into this. This is clearly made by someone who's in touch with their artistic side. Because it's a Wild West locomotive, so they've got that kind of cowboy energy to it. It breathes, it's a steam locomotive, smoke and fire, so it breathes fire out of its mouth. It's got like the gunmetal black and.
Oh, and I just noticed the eye is the headlight.
Yeah, the eye's the headlight. This is a really well thought out drawing.
Nice.
The rest are meh. Aww.
It looks like I was about to say it looks like it's on top of a cake.
I'm so glad I'm not the only fat person here, because I also thought that this was gonna be a cake. But no, it's like
it's a rock.
It's like hatched out of an egg.
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 Where do trains come from? The train egg.
We gotta. The first thing to
Where
drive.
do trains come from? Well, that last pic with a lizard.
Oh, Mike. First thing drivers do in the morning is they have to. Once they let the trains out, they have to go back into the shed and collect all of the train eggs that the trains laid in the night. It's like a chicken coop where like once you let the chickens out, you have to like collect the eggs, and then they just take the eggs to like the cafe at the station, and that's where they get the eggs for the mayonnaise they put on like the overpriced and poorly made chicken and mayo sandwiches. The teen engine that could not even. This is boomer.
Yeah.
Humor. This is boomer humor. Get out of here, boomer.
Oh, God.
The Rocky Mountain Railroad and the Runaway Caboose.
Why the train looking at me like that? I don't want it to.
I'm gonna say it. The train has fuck me eyes, and I don't agree.
You want to talk about a runaway caboose, eh?
I was moments away from making that joke. Excuse me. Sorry, it's a warm day today. I've got my windows open, and I think it's a high pollen count.
You got that plant in you.
Oh, it's a full book.
Oh, wow.
The General, Old Pete, and Big Smoky and Cinders slept in an old shed known as the Roundhouse. It's not very round sheds, but...
Second one from the right. Just like, look at his face. Just looking.
This guy, he's just made. Like,
he knows something that we don't.
You know when you make a joke, and it's like really dumb? And you just like, eh.
He made a joke, and he thinks it's very funny, and she's just like humoring him. Like, look at the way she's giving him like a side eye there, just like, yep, cool.
One sunny day in the spring, the station boss stopped Cinders as she was leaving the roundhouse to do her daily shunting duties around the rail yard. "Wait, Cinders," he said, "I need you to do something special for me today."
Oh no! What are you gonna ask the lady train to do?
There was Big Smoky, Palmer, who everyone called the General, Old Pete, and Cinders, the smallest engine of all.
Laura Palmer.
Why do they call him the General?
I don't know.
Also, aren't all of these... Oh god, I can't for They're all the same class of engine. They're all... I know what they are. They're from Railroads Online.
Oh, yeah. They're the... there's something or other.
I can't remember what they are. But they're Baldwin. I know they're that much. Because I know you can get... There's the 260 version, and then there's the 280 version. Yeah, Rio Grande 280s.
Wow.
Wild. The Great Western Railway's first Panier tank.
Yeah, okay.
It's an inn.
Looks fine.
It's got a lot kind of going on. Because Because the most modern Panier tanks built, the tank went all the way to the front. Like it would
Right.
be level. You see where I'm waving the mouse here?
I do in fact see.
They'd extend all the way to there, and they were also 060s. So this is I'm so used to seeing Panier tanks as like shunting engines. It's rare you ever see a 440 tank engine.
I like it. I don't see a problem.
It's cool. It's just odd.
A rare train.
It's weird to see a tank engine with a 440 wheel arrangement. It's just a beat up old carriage.
Now what you need is just like an opossum or something looking down from the ceiling there.
There's just a badger.
Yeah.
Me and the
Can
boys.
I say that those seats look incredibly comfortable?
Oh yeah, no.
Like, oh
next
my
time you
God.
next time you come to the UK, we're definitely gonna have to go to a heritage railway, and you're gonna have to sit your ass down in a first class compartment of like a British Railways Mark I carriage.
What I wouldn't give to have like those on my trip up to Manchester. That would have been nice.
Me and the boys announcing the presence of the Milwaukee Road.
How many tubas do you want, boss?
How many you got? 6. That'll do. Do you not want like 5? Make it like a nice round 5. I paid for 6 tubers. I'ma use all 6 tubers.
In what context would you ever need 6 tubas?
To announce the presence of the Milwaukee Road.
Oh,
God,
that's.
Oh yeah, I know this one.
Wait, what? Why? Why is that?
It's really low quality, but the text at the bottom, it's an advert for funeral services.
Oh.
Which I think it's a horrible advert, but it's a crazy clever.
It's a
advert.
pretty funny joke. Like that's pretty funny.
It's a good punchline. Wait, hold on a sec. Wait, no, hold on a sec. Wait a minute. Why?
It's hauling a bunch of terror, so it's going on the ground.
Tara? I hardly know her.
I
I can end the stream now. We can end the stream. We can all go home. We're good.
We're done.
It's over. So I'm guessing what's happened is, first of all, where's this engine's tender? Like, come on. Baby steps here. But now, has this derailed and it's done this? Or has someone gone into like the game editor engine and put invisible tracks going around here and just made it do this?
I don't know.
Something silly's happening here.
Something unusual.
Something strange.
Huh.
What is the Southern Class 171 doing in Nottingham? Good question.
I don't know. Ask it. It's none of my
Ask.
Yeah, why don't you just
What are you
ask
asking me for?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
I know a lot about trains, but I'm not omnipotent.
I'm not going to tell you. What, do I look like a cop?
Oh, this has big doohickey energy. Like the vertical cylinder pointing down and like driving just a shaft, and then that powers the wheel. Like, it's not a 440, it's just a 420. Like, why? I mean, it's probably on like a logging railroad or used for like shunting. That's probably why they don't have a set of wheels here. But I feel like you're missing out not having a set of wheels here, you know?
What this image doesn't convey is that this train naturally and by pure coincidence, the noise that it makes sounds exactly like Powerhouse by Raymond Scott. It sounds exactly like that. Even like the horn section and everything. Pure coincidence.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Just like that. It's incredible.
I never knew that's what that song was called.
It is. Raymond Scott was apparently like a really, really like prominent what's it called? Composer of his time. And he tried to make a sort of automatic music making machine. At least, or I might be mixing it up with someone else.
Oh.
Oh.
So that's the lady prop from Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And I think that's it now.
The first one has the color scheme of like a really awful box of chocolates.
I don't know. I think.
No, like cheap lipstick or like cosmetics or something like that. Like, oh, it's purple because that's like a like pinkish purple because it's like a.
If it was, you see the shade of purple like it's like running board and buffers are at this lower part. If the entire thing was that shade of purple, it would look like a box of Quality Streets, and I would thereby want to burn it. Because Quality Streets... Okay, I'm going on another food rant here. Quality Streets are diabolical. I hate them.
Really?
Like, at Christmas, right, you have 4 choices. You're gonna... There's extended family, you don't know what to get them. I'll just get them a tub of this, or I'll get them a tub of that. I'll get them a tub, like a box of Ferrero Rocher, or I'll get them a tub of Celebrations, or a tub of Heroes to share. Just an assortment of chocolates. There's at least something in there that some member of the family will like. There is not a single likable Quality Street. The chocolate tastes naff. The only good Quality Street is the Golden Barrels, and there's only ever like 3 of them in a full tub. Quality Streets are diabolical. Anyone who likes Quality Streets has no standards.
So what's going on here?
It says Happy Holidays from our
family
something. I don't know. I think what's cursed about this is a prop used for Lady from Thomas and the Magic Railroad, a movie that is beloved by a significant amount of my audience.
I've never seen it.
And this is the current condition it's in.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's...
Just, yeah, oh well, stuff happens.
Yeah, deal with it, chat. You see... Look, you see this prop from one of your most beloved childhood movies? Shit happens.
I didn't mean to be that aggressive.
Oh boy. Not gonna watch the video, but I have done a video on these. They're great. That's a funky little shunter.
A funky little shunter.
Oh no, Mike!
Ach, nein.
Ist 666 is the devil shunter.
Das Themennummer. That wasn't a word.
I'm so sick and tired of people being like, "Oh my god, it's 666. It's the devil number. It's 616.
It's the number.
The devil's number is 616."
Really? I didn't know that. Interesting. Come
back to me when you find that engine. Oh Hold on, let me mute this just in case.
Speed record Australian style. Fuck yeah.
Oh, the track's just really poorly laid.
Schmoovin'.
It's going... What does that call it? It's going 15... Well, hold on. Okay, we gotta...
What Man is famous for, though, is its speed.
Full screen it by.
We left Marie at midnight last night, and we're due to reach Alice Springs in the centre of Australia at breakfast time tomorrow. A schedule which means maintaining a cracking 17 miles
It's
an
like
hour.
17 miles an hour. Australia,
nice.
Get your shit together. Excuse me.
Oh, it's it's just been put. They put. What have they done here? They put it on a chassis so that they could put it on the road.
Is this meant to be like a parade float, or are they just transporting it to its final destination?
I mean, I think it could. What is a parade if not just a way of transporting large floats to their destination?
Okay, yeah, no, it is meant to be. It's being delivered. I don't like this.
I like how one of the windows is broken. It really sort of sets the tone. There's just
what feels
the whole
weird,
thing comes together.
The driving wheels just feel too small. It's just so weirdly proportioned. Like the connecting rods, they're so thin. Why are they so thin?
No, those are like toothpicks. I could smoke them.
You smoke toothpicks.
Well, I said they're thin like toothpicks. I could smoke them. Exclamation point. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for clarifying the punctuation there. Tune in next stream for more English literature with Mike. Sorry, English language with Mike. We're doing a literacy class here.
Yeah, next stream we're going to be reading Blood Meridian, so everybody read up to chapter 4, and we're going to have a discussion about it.
Man, it's just such a tiny boiler, such a massive cab. Like, it's such a dinky tender, the wheels are so weirdly proportioned, like, the solid cast wheels with no
They look
spokes.
like, hockey puck, not hockey puck, air hockey,
yeah.
the things you grab on. Yeah.
It just feels like something that was assembled out of spare parts.
It's like it's made out of Lego bits.
It is. This is like... Have you ever seen... I don't know how much you and chat follow like Lego groups, but there was... A while back, someone posted a picture of a junk Millennium Falcon, which was Lego released a massive Millennium Falcon set. It's like 500 quid. It's a massive set, like 7,000 pieces. It's big. And someone found the instructions for it and just built the set out of the spare parts they had, regardless of color.
I think I have seen it, actually.
Yeah, and it is just this hodgepodge color. Like, it's such an incredibly aggressive mixed color palette.
Yeah, Lego doesn't want you to know this, but you can just build it yourself. You don't need to pay. You don't need to buy the thing. Just build it. It's fine.
Big Lego doesn't want you to know this. Oh boy, but yeah, no, this engine's weirdly proportioned as well.
Yeah, it's too wide.
Like, it's too stumpy. It's too stubby.
And it's got like the weird funnel again that I hate.
Well, it's just got a spark arrestor. You don't want to set fire to the
I hate them.
countryside.
I hate them so much. They look so awful.
It's because,
that looks dumb.
It's because
it looks like a funnel.
arsonist.
It looks like no. It looks like a funnel. Like you pour like oil down it to change your car's oil. That's what that is.
That's where you fill it up with water.
Yeah, it's dumb. I don't like it.
Oh, this is nice.
Get out of the way, Sunday driver.
It's just me having to overtake the old fart in front of me because he just goes 5 miles an hour below the speed limit.
Just standing on that dumb open platform as that train rockets past you at like 300 kilometers an hour.
Just blows your hat off instantly. Like the air pressure ruptures your eardrums. You
die immediately. You just atomized.
It's like the Shinkansen going past. It's just... You ever seen a Shinkansen go through like a train station at full speed?
I have. I love those videos.
Like when it's just been like slightly drizzly that day, and there's just... It's like a cartoon where there's just like a mist silhouette of where it once was just dispersing.
You know what I'd love to see, right? I know that this is impractical, but what if you put that sort of engine in front of that train and had that train accelerate up to 300 miles an hour? What would break first?
I imagine it
would. Like, would it be the rods or the yeah?
As soon as you hit a bend, like the center of mass, it's tipping over.
That's what I want to see. I want to see it like fly off sideways at a tremendous speed. That would be an incredible to watch.
I don't know what. I mean, if you still had like the pistons and motion connected, that would probably break first, just from like the wear.
I'd hope that it would just kind of like slowly disintegrate, sort of like bits would just start flying off wildly. That would be funny.
What do we got here? Commonwealth Railways. Oh, it's just buried in the sand.
Yep.
Tons of sand had to be removed on the northern side, but a bit more. How did it get stuck there?
What are you doing where there's sand in the way?
What the bigger question is as well is like looking at this, like looking at like the quality of the ground and like how these guys are standing on it. This wasn't like a desert where, you know, the wind blew sand onto the tracks. Like, this is like really dense sand. This is like building sand. Like, this, to get it this deep, it must have been piled on for ages.
Sorry, I ran my train into your pile of like building aggregate.
Oh. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you see, it's a sideways bit. That's your problem.
Once I get reception, I'll call for a tow truck. This is the most Australian picture in the world, though.
Yeah, I could tell that it was Australian just by looking at it.
Just in the middle of the bush, in the middle of nowhere, and you just got half a dozen blokes here. Just trying to get a signal.
Bloody train sideways.
Not supposed to do that. Oh, Struth, the whole thing's bloody tipped over.
Spilled me fucking beer.
Oh, don't do that. I was in the middle of a nice bevy and all.
Train nearly flips over. 50 Australian people mildly inconvenienced.
Oh, bloody... We're only halfway to Macawera. Hold on, let me just open Google Maps so I can say some more Australian place names that sound funny. Love Australia, by the way. I do want to go visit.
Oh, I'd love to visit Australia. Australia seems really nice.
Oh, we're never going to get to Adelaide at this rate.
I've said it before, but I love Australian accent. I really do. I love listening to it. I love hearing it. It's beautiful.
All I wanted was to go see my mum in Geelong.
are they trying to do in this photo anyways? With that big old, like, extendo grabber that they got pointed up at the sky.
Oh no, just stuck in mandala. Okay, I'll there's enough of that now. I think they are trying to get a signal, because I think those might be phone lines, like telegraph lines.
Oh, that's cool. That's
They've
so
had to
cool.
like hook that on to get a signal. I don't know what. It's a complete guess, but that's what.
I mean, it would make sense. Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool.
he's in the turntable well.
It's like he's a dog drinking out of a dog bowl.
When I visited the UK, I considered scrapping the plan to go to Australia instead. Australia is definitely next place I want to visit. I do want to go to Australia. The heat would kill me. I cannot stand heat, but I'd love to go to Australia.
I can handle the heat. I like warm temperatures.
Hold on,
That being said,
someone's trying to get me to say something in Australian accent. How about? Oh god, that's a hard one. Woolloomooloo.
Woolloomooloo?
Want to go to Woolloomooloo?
Woolloomooloo.
Also, everyone's saying drink up. Which, you know what? Yeah, where's my schmalcohol? Do I have any more alcohol in my room? Guys, I might be out of alcohol.
We're out of beer.
Okay, I do have some vodka downstairs, but I also have some really nice Baileys as well.
Ooh.
Because D-Man is the one that told me to drink up, and he's been donating all stream. I'll let D-Man decide. Is it vodka, or shall I have some nice Baileys, which is easier to drink?
You gotta have the vodka. Just straight. Just...
Of course, ToT. When you give us the option between mild and instant, and just basically putting disinfectant in your mouth. What is Bailey's? Bailey's is... It's a liqueur, which is basically I can't remember what it is.
It's like... Bailey's is...
It's alcohol and cream.
It's rum, isn't it? Bailey's rum.
Is it rum?
That's like a bit cream. I could have sworn it was rum. It doesn't taste like rum, because they put like... Well, I don't drink it much, but I know that they always have like seasonal sort of like flavors out where they have like chocolate Baileys and s'mores flavored Baileys and
here we go.
Like a coffee liqueur. That's it.
It's an Irish cream. That is Irish cream. Yeah, cream liqueur made from cream, cocoa, and Irish whiskey.
Huh.
So he's feeling nice, so he's telling me to go get some Baileys.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, keep the man. Hold on, let me just put a picture on screen.
Yeah, put a new thing on screen.
Hold on, excuse me. Commonwealth Railways on British Rail. I beg your pardon. That's not where you're supposed to be.
I was about to say, you know how we had trains that like were made into like dragons or animals. This one has a snout to it. This is like a prime candidate for that.
He's just really square.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like that is a perfect snout. You could make a snake out of that, or a lizard or something.
I think that's meant. Hold on. NSU 56. I can't.
New South Wales.
Yes, because Wales famously starts.
Oh,
with...
NS.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get myself some Baileys.
No, God. New South. I don't know where I got New South. No. I was so confident about that too. I was like, I'm on something here. New South Wales. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. dear. You see, here's the thing, chat. I don't know what to talk about this train. This one chat says Snoot Train. I love Snoot Train. It does got a face to it, honestly. Like with the windows sort of going downwards a bit, you can sort of make that into sort of like a droopy kind of like, oh, it looks a bit like that. I like it. This one's got like spots on it, bit of rust to it. That'll happen. I like the stripe. You know, I always like it when trains have a nice horizontal stripe, you know, running down the side of it. So it's good. It's good. Boxy snout. Yes, absolutely. I like it. I like it quite a bit.
What's going on, streamers? It's your boy. You lot better have been behaving yourselves while I was gone.
They were very well behaved.
Good. I've got my Baileys. It's s'mores flavoured.
Ooh, nice. Actual s'mores and not just like the... Would you be able to recognize s'mores, ToT? Because you're British.
Probably not.
And British people don't have s'mores, which is so sad.
We're not really campers. Because there's not really much of the country left to camp in, if you know what I mean.
No, yeah, that's a good point actually. Like every time on Top Gear they did like a caravanning challenge or whatever. It was always at like every like caravan park I ever seen in the UK just looked like a sad grass field.
It's literally just a field with like cabling run through it so you can plug into the mains occasionally. It's all
incredible. I guess that's all you need sometimes. What? Battering ram.
What was the quote from Lord of the Rings? It's like, "Bring forth the ram," and it's just grond, 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 grond. Like, please, someone tell me they know what I'm on about.
So what does this train actually do?
No clue.
And what's the point of this machine?
I couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
The point is you get two of them and you just sort of like do fencing with them.
Yeah, someone's saying it's either a bridge section or it's like scaffolding for like a movie stunt.
Yeah, I was about to say, this looks like one of those things that like Red Bull will be doing nowadays.
Yeah.
Like we got a guy on a skateboard who's gonna do like the ollies and kickflips on this moving train bridge thing.
Because there's ladders here and there's some kind of tackle here for like a pulley.
And then there's a guy there who is standing fabulously, by the way. Look at that.
He has got he is just aura farming right now, is what he is doing.
That peak form. Incredible.
I don't think I could tell you what this is.
I have no idea either. Like it's unusual.
But just a mystery. I'm going to pin that because that's probably going to be the thumbnail of the next Cursed Train stream. I mean, let's see. rrpicturearchives.net, image contributed by Gary Everhart. The valve gear just looks weird.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what to look for. It's a train.
Just the valve gear looks weird. I don't know what kind of valve gear that is. It just looks weird.
Neat.
Oh god.
What?
It's the Has-Been Hotel train.
That's not real. That's not a real.
This has to be
somebody
Photoshop.
edited it. This isn't real.
Yeah,
chat. Like, this isn't real.
Yeah,
is it?
look,
No.
you can see it like here, the line where it's clearly just a photoshopped image. Oh no.
just waiting for your train to go to work, and this just pulls up in front of you. Oh, okay. And you get inside, and it's pitch black in there because the decal has covered up all of the windows.
Me waiting at the platform for my train to come, only to look up and be lock eyes with the demon spider twink.
Oh god.
Oh hey, it's a bus.
Oh, that's nice.
I do like
that.
I do like that this is just a bus that they've swapped the wheels on. There's nothing else to it. It's just a bus.
I like it.
Well, I want to have a go. I do want to have a go at, like, driving a car that's been modified to go on the rails.
No, I mean, I feel like that'd be just,
It'd be fairly easy, but there's the one episode of Top Gear where they made, like, the train out of caravans and an Audi. Well, like, James May's just sat there in the driver's seat, and he's not... I think they've, like, removed the steering wheel, and it's such a weird sensation. Because, like... Obviously, your hands are meant to be holding onto the wheel, but when you've not... What do you hold on to? Like, you'd have the gear selector, you'd have, like, the gear knob and all that, but you wouldn't have anything else for your hand to hold on to. So it would be
a weird
sensation. It'd be a weird sensation. Wait, no, hold on a second. No.
Pacer City.
Not a pacer.
That text has been photoshopped on. You can tell because
This is a Photoshop job. But to clue you in, Mike, pacers are renowned to be one of the most disliked locomotives or, like, multiple unit machines ever on British railways.
Why?
It's essentially like a little rail bus, and they are just... They're just bad. They're drafty, they've got bad suspension, they're loud, they're just uncomfortable.
Okay. For a second there, I thought it had an antenna on it, where that, like, light pole is behind it there.
Oh no, that's a light. Well, you thought it had, like, a little stick and two orbs.
Yeah, I thought it had, like, a weird antenna thingy.
Here, ooh.
Oh.
That's a lot of... That's a big old pile-up you got going on there.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, it's gone through someone's, like, shed.
Oh, no! Look what you've done to my bloody shed, man! Any excuse to squeeze in any excuse to squeeze in a Top Gear reference. Moonshine Distillery. Ooh, hang on a sec.
Oh, it's coming. Is this one of those bendy trams that just come off at the bendy bit?
No, it's hit a car, come off the tracks, and gone through a wall. So hold on a sec. That's
what I mean. That bit broke off where it's supposed to bend, and so it just kind of like thump.
No, it's not, because this is the back.
Oh, the angle. Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is the back of it, and so
the
front hit that car behind it, and it's derailed, and it's just gone straight into someone's sycamore tree. Like, I say sycamore. I don't know what that tree is. Botanists.
Just a big old tree.
Botanists in chat. Tell me what kind of tree that is.
Someone chat said tram was hungry. It does feel... I feel like this tram would be like a herbivore.
What, because it's green?
Yeah. And I mean, look at it. Look at his face.
I mean,
That's a herbivore.
It is an electric tram. And as
but look at his face. Look at it. It looks like it would eat leaves.
It's friend-shaped.
Exactly. I can't imagine this thing hurting anybody.
I mean
Except that car.
except that car and this brick wall.
Well, you know, horses are known to eat, like, birds every now and then, so...
Oh, there's another picture. I've been completely ignoring it.
Have you ever seen that video of just, like, a horse eating a bird just off the ground?
Oh, yeah, it's
uncomfortable.
It's really uncomfortable. You ever seen that picture of, like, a deer eating a snake?
Yeah.
Like, the
weird.
fact that, like, most herbivores are actually omnivorous, they just prefer to eat grass.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's,
I was talking about this with my roommate the other day. The most dangerous animals in the world tend to be herbivores. Because when carnivores attack something, they have to guarantee the kill. Like, when a carnivore attacks something, they need to kill it to get the energy back that they took to hunt it down in the first place.
Yeah, a carnivore is making a decision like, right, okay, if it gets too much trouble, it'll just leave you. It'll leave you alone. Herbivores don't need to care. They will just kill it.
A herbivore's food is everywhere. They get plenty of food. So if they want to attack you, they have no reason to stop. It's why hippos are so dangerous. Because they're herbivores, they'll just eat fucking grass and plants and whatever it is hippos eat.
Watermelon.
Just chomp down on a big old watermelon. But, like, at the end of the day, if they want to kill you, it's no skin off their back. Because they don't need to kill you to eat you. They'll just kill you because they can.
Frightening stuff.
Hippos scare me. Ooh. How did...
I'm just hearing, like, the Gmod, just, like, collision noise.
I know exactly the noise you're on about. And then you hit undo, and one of these is just going to go flying into orbit. What's interesting, though, is obviously this engine is derailed, but the engine has stayed upright.
Yeah, it's just perfectly lodged itself in this field.
Every single wagon has just decided to pile up, and then behind it is just some carriages that have remained upright. Just for some reason, the middle of this train has just completely derailed and piled up.
Well, they went over a weird bit of terrain with like an odd sort of collision that was happening there. Something clipped into the ground for a second, and just sort of like everything went to hell.
Someone spawned just like a little prop on the tracks. And because it wasn't a destructible prop, so it just got wedged under the wheels and launched it. God bless the Source engine.
It's got a big old searchlight on the top. Look at that.
He's got a big old light.
Look at that. You could see for miles with that thing. I don't know what you'd need it for.
I don't know what else is cursed about. Well, if this is like an Australian railway, then generally with a lot of colonial railways in big countries like Australia, America, Canada, they generally need big headlights on the front of the engine to sort of indicate ahead that something is coming. Because in like a lot of Europe, the railways were, generally speaking, very kind of compact and fenced off, and it's very clear where a railway line is. On like a frontier railway, like, you know, US, Australia, where the tracks were basically just laid on the ground, and there's like...
It just kind of like... They're going through the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, there's no fencing. It's not like walled off. Like, you can just wander onto the tracks by accident, because because there's nothing but like the next 100 miles is just flat. There's nothing. So there's no point in putting a fence around the track because no one's going to be there.
Except like me casually wandering through the middle of the Australian outback.
Oh, it's a Russian locomotive. That explains it.
Neat.
Me just wandering through Alice Springs. Oh. Oh, Lord.
It's been smushed like a. Oh my god! It has been smushed like a pancake.
Is that a? Please tell me that is like a boxcar or something. That wasn't just a. That's a locomotive.
Yeah.
All the fans, the number plate. That's a loco. What happened?
I mean, the question is what the hell smushed it. The second question is what the hell did it ran into? That it, like
whatever locomotive hits, it's going through because they're just solid metal.
They're big things, yeah.
They're really heavy and they're solid metal. They're not designed to crumple and come apart. What did this run into? Is this just a big block of tungsten? It's just hit. Like,
hey, you hit your train into my giant tungsten cube.
It's the Las Vegas sphere, but it's just made out of tungsten.
The famous Las Vegas tungsten cube.
Someone's saying it's a crane counterweight. Lift. It's a lift bridge counterweight. So that would just be solid metal and concrete. That wouldn't cave in.
Whoa.
But then, like, the locomotive would stop and bend, but, like, the wagons behind it would, like, the momentum of those would compress. What has...
Inside that boxcar, tungsten cubes.
Oh, of course. It was famously... It's what Pennsylvania's famous for, is just their mass portation of tungsten cubes. But, like, that is... I have seen trains derail. I've seen American locomotives derail. I've seen American diesels derail. I think the most catastrophic damage I've ever seen was from a couple years back where it was like a Union Pacific train ran away in California. It went round a bend and, like, it left a crater in the ground because it was going so fast when it came off the rails. It just dug into the ground and kept on going. But the locomotive was messed up, but it was in relative okay tact. This is like... I don't know, this is what happens when you swat a fly.
You know how we were talking about, like, crushing trains on your head like a beer can? There's
a difference, though, because, like, you could probably crush a boxcar like a beer can because they're hollow and relatively thin, flimsy metal to keep weight down, and they're hollow so they can be loaded up. There's a difference between, like, crushing a beer can against your head and, like, trying to crush, like, a small computer. That's the only real way I can describe it. With, like, it's still kind of hollow, but it's still full of, like, metal and dense mechanical parts.
It's full of bits.
It's full of bits, but now all the in bits are out bits.
Oh no!
No one likes when their in bits are out bits. Unless you're into that kind of thing, in which case, do it in your own home, thank you very much.
Big old Facebook post.
Oh boy.
News.
XP 2016, 3 carriages and a power car hustle along speed somewhere around 190 kilometers an hour near I'm not going to pronounce that, during one of several runs to establish the XPT speed record of 193 kilometers an hour on a clear morning in September 1992. The unmarked highway patrol car ? Arrangements have been made to make a special divert the metallic green.
Why is this?
I'm not reading
what
all
is it?
this.
No. I scanned it. They're saying, like, why has this? No, they're just going a long-winded way of saying we got a police guy to stand there with his radar gun to measure the train speed. That's what that entire post is, just conveying that information.
Oh yes.
What?
The person who posted summarized establishing an Australian railway speed record using police speed radars.
Exactly, that entire multiple paragraphs to convey one sentence. I hate when people write like that.
Excuse me.
It's red.
Yeah, but you see, it's meant to be a steam locomotive that's designed to look like a diesel locomotive.
Yeah, that doesn't faze me.
It's weird. What's weird about this is I know it's meant to be cursed, but the more I think about it, this is a genuinely possible design.
Yeah, because we've seen steam trains that are designed to look a bit more like diesels before. Like, that's a thing that happened in some cases.
Like, it's just a climax engine. That's all it is. It's just a climax engine.
This isn't weird.
Speaking of climaxing, I need. I do want to get started on merch.
What the hell are you talking about?
I want to get started on merch.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, I know Teespring seems to be what a lot of creators use for their merch. Like when it comes to like shirts and stickers and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm just putting the question out to chat. Does anyone have any idea, like, what is a good company to use for merch? Because I don't want to just, like, go onto Teespring and paste some designs on there, and it's just a cheap cotton shirt that's got something printed on it that after 3 washes and a tumble dry starts flaking off. Like, I want it to be genuinely good quality.
You could probably screen print your own t-shirts. Screen printing isn't very hard.
I probably could, but then it's like it's easier to go with a company that's established, because that means I've got to establish distributors, I need to organize postage. I don't know. Redbubble, maybe? I don't know. U2's plush and a figurine when. Something I was thinking about would be a Train of Thought plushie. It's the white wheel, like the white locomotive wheel that I have as my icon. And just making like a round plushie. But rather than just being like a circle with the wheel printed on it, like each of the spokes, there's physical gaps between the spokes.
Oh, that would be very difficult to sort of manufacture.
It would be really difficult, but you're telling me that wouldn't be like really satisfying to just have in your hands?
That would be kind of neat, yeah.
It's a soft material. You can squeeze it, and if you've got like, depending on the size, you could like get your fingers like between the gaps in the spokes and like squeeze like the spokes between your fingers as like a plush toy.
Oh, like a stress ball.
It'd be kind of like a bit of a stress toy, just something that you could like play with.
That would be neat. Yeah.
I
I see the vision.
You see the vision.
I see the vision. I like it.
I want to make that because I feel it make just a really great fidget toy.
Yeah, no, I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Plus, if you watch my videos, there's a good chance you're autistic. That would be just a really good, like... It'd just be a good thing to kind of stim with, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying that all of my viewers are autistic. But I'm saying that a good chunk of my viewers probably are. Hey, it's okay, chat. I'm autistic too. We're all autistic together. Cheers.
What have we got here?
Let me drink more Baileys.
How's the Baileys taste?
It tastes like, I think, s'mores. It's Aldi's own brand, so it's probably cheap and crap, but it tastes like s'mores. Oh, is this one of those? I think that's an old tram that's being used as a maintenance vehicle.
It looks so sad.
It does look sad. But there's...
They don't even have the pantograph up. They're just using a shitty little diesel engine.
Oh my god, they are! No, look, because you can see the power cables connected to the pantograph overhead. There are overhead wires above them they could use, but instead they have it plumbed into a generator. I'm not kidding though, this is literally how diesel electric engines work.
This is like some scuffed hard future, hard sci-fi, dystopian future thing. Ian Hubert, that's the guy. He does Blender tutorials, and everything he designs kind of looks like this. Sort of a bunch of weird old stuff taped to a diesel engine with a bunch of wires and stuff running around.
Can I also just say, Kachowski in chat, he's malnourished. Which it looks like that's the perfect word to describe this.
No passengers. You can't eat them.
There's a pantograph overhead. There's an infinite source of electricity right there. No, he must be the only source of saturation he can get is this plucky little diesel generator.
I mean, the funny idea is that if you hook it that pantograph, if that ever touches the wire, the entire thing will burst into flames.
Oh, it'll explode and it'll be glorious.
Yeah, it's not built for the voltage. It will just immediately detonate.
Done a video on that. Oh.
Military escort.
Sometimes you just got to move an engine.
This is Germany. Bodenplatten.
Is that Germany?
Well, yeah. Look at the sign. It's in German.
Could be Dutch.
Bodenplatten. No, Isa Bodenplatten. That's German. I'm very convinced because that's German. Because Plattenbau, Platte. Yeah, Platte means like square or.
Clearly, Mike, it's Spain.
Oh yeah, my mistake.
As the native European here from.
Oh no! You see, this is a picture from Hong Kong.
As the native European here, as someone who is from the European country that every other European country hates the most, I can firmly say this is actually Denmark. Yes, Germany. Oh,
we've seen this one before.
Yeah, we've had this one before. I love literally. Everyone is like, okay, we've got this big wreck to clear up. Where do we even start clearing this up? She's just here aura farming.
Man there to the right, in awe of her. He's blurred.
He's not even a man.
Looking.
Look at the height. Look at the short hair, the kind of
that
clean
lady.
face. This person here, they are. I want to say they've got to be 17 years old.
That person there, just blurred in awe of just the magnitude, the aura.
What she's doing is, in this picture, she's stealing his sharpness so she can stay in focus. Just to make sure that we can see her clearly and the trophy. What else we got? Oh, it's a Puffing Billy.
The what?
No, not Puffing Billy. Puffing Devil.
The what?
Puffing Devil.
Why's it puffing?
Because it's a steam boiler, so it goes puff, puff, puff as it travels along the road.
And you know what, man? So do I. Blaze it! That was a weak joke. That wasn't a very good
I'm calling the police. Not because you said you do drugs, but just because I want you arrested for that joke.
The Puffing Devil.
Oh.
What?
It's fine.
This is like a Chevrolets with those massive aftermarket headlights.
I feel like you're not noticing the just abundance of fire that is coming out the rear of this.
Oh yeah, no, that's what happens with normal trucks. That's what they do.
This is the most economical Ford pickup truck.
Flint and steel.
Chicken Jackie. My diamonds.
The Nether.
The Nether.
Oh boy.
Speaking of chat, you'll be pleased to hear that I watched the Minecraft movie yesterday. It was fucking awful. I do appreciate that whoever was in charge of costuming the Minecraft movie just flat out said, I'm going to dress everyone weirdly, and they just kind of stuck with that. Like, I'm just going to give everyone a really bright, like, you know how in the 90s there were those like really aggressively coloured jumpsuits? I'm going to dress everyone like they're from the 90s, but also awfully. And I respect the costume choices. I really do. Like, Jack Black and Jason Momoa are the only fun parts of that movie. Because it's clear that they were just in it for the paycheck. Also, do you want to know what the most shaking thing is I heard about the Minecraft movie?
What?
Jack Black was on like a podcast as a guest, and they were talking about the movie and whatnot. And you know, ages ago when they announced Jack Black was going to be playing Steve, that person did that meme where it's he's pretending to be Jack Black going, I am placing blocks and shit because I'm in fucking Minecraft. You know that meme?
Yeah.
Jack Black was on this podcast and they were talking and they brought up that meme and Jack Black immediately sang it. He knew. Jack Black is aware of this meme.
That's pretty funny. I just noticed above this little train here, it says HWS.
I'll have you know, Mike, that says MW2.
New Wales South.
It's a 2, Mike. Yeah, I've heard you reach before, Mike, but this is... I've never seen you reach so hard for a joke. Do you want to sit down? Do you need to rest your arms because you are really reaching for that joke?
So the chat talking about the New Wales 2 out.
Oh, Jesus. What?
New Wales 2 out. I love that.
Oh, Jesus. This is... Aye. Traction engine.
Whoa.
This looks like something... I don't know why. This looks like something that would be in a Studio Ghibli film.
No, it does, yeah.
I
can see that.
I can't put my finger on exactly why.
It's because it's a bunch of like wheels and gears and stuff in this movie.
It looks very Ghibli-esque.
It's got proportions.
Yes, it does. Good proportions? I can't say I'm...
I don't know. It's
certain.
got like it looks a bit spindly.
It's gangly. He's too tall.
Gangly is a good word. It's a tall, gangly fellow.
Okay, here we go. The 1899 Sydney track cleaning tram would be dragged out of retirement again in 1997. A new light rail line was in need of a track cleaning before operating, with some modifications, including diamond pantograph. The old track cleaner was on the job again, this time at 98 years old. Once again, the Sydney Tram Museum did very good equipment.
Diamond pantograph taken from a Berlin Vectorwagen. Oh.
Before the new line was opened, the clock was turned back when a track
there it go.
Was brought out of retirement.
It
at the
sure
Sydney
be
Tram
moving.
Museum
I mean, it's a track clearing tram, but it looks just like a tram to me.
So what exactly is it doing here?
It's cleaning the track, I think.
I mean, it looks pretty clean to me already.
I don't know what exactly it's doing.
Is it just? Does it just like go
Compare the
slowly
design
over
of
the
this veteran
thing?
vehicle,
I
nice
think
it
there
does.
might just be like sweepers
sleek
around the
low
wheels that
floor
like
light
clean
rail.
Well, you
things
can
up.
see the wheels. Look at it. There's no sweepers. He's doing nothing.
I can't explain it. I'm not Australian. I would never come from such a nonsensical country.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
crane's not big enough, mate.
It's when you're drunk and you're sort of just like got your arm around your friend who's sober, just like, oh man, you're my buddy.
I never.
Let me tell you, man.
I have a hell of a story. I say it's a hell of a story. It's a very interesting snippet into my life. I could tell right now. It comes from a Halloween like 2 years ago.
Oh.
For Halloween a couple of years ago, I dressed up as the Macho Man Randy Savage. Because of course you would, if you're big and got a beard. And one of my friends, he invited a bunch of his friends over, and my roommates invited their friends over. So it was quite a bit of a get-together. A lot of people getting together and whatnot. So I didn't necessarily know everyone that was at the house, but because they were friends of friends, there was kind of an understanding of they're not going to be an arse. We're going to get to know each other really good.
Yeah.
Two of my other mates decided for fun they were going to like dress up as they were going to be like zombie cheerleaders, but they ended up looking like cheerleaders. So it was just two of my good mates. These were guys, by the way, basically dressed in cheap drag.
Right.
And just talking about, like, you know, drunken friends, there was a moment at this party where my roommate, he was completely plastered. And he was talking to one of his friends. And he was talking about me to his friend. Like, he was trying to sell me to his friend. Not like not monetarily, but like sell me as a person. Like he's such a great guy. I've lived with him for like years. He's so cool. I don't think he called me cool, but he's just a great friend. He's such a good friend. And as he was drunkenly explaining this to his best mate, who had not met me, his best mate looks over in my direction. I'm sat on the sofa. My two friends who are in drag, I've got one of them sat on either knee, just leaned back on the sofa like a fucking pimp. And I was And so I was there with just two guys dressed in drag on my knees, while my roommate was really trying hard to convince his best friend that I was a really good person to be friends with. It was perhaps one of the most surreal moments of my life.
He's my mate. He's a great fella. Look at him. He goes over there. He's leaning back at him like a finger gun. Like,
I'm just there aura farming. Like, it was wild. It was... I fucking love Halloween parties, man. Okay, max lift 109 tons. Unfortunately, the locomotive weighs 110.
Womp womp.
Oh, God. Never say I don't live an interesting life. What do we got here? Oh, that's not good.
Huh. Campfire time.
Let me guess. Ohio?
Can we zoom in? Can we zoom in on that tank there? I want to see what it says. I want to see what this says.
ERIX something. I don't think you're going to be able to tell what's in this.
Eric's. I don't know. It's got a C on it.
I'll tell you what I don't think was in this. Milk.
You never know.
I'm looking at the picture and I'm coming to the conclusion there probably wasn't milk aboard this train. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but...
The C stands for combustible.
Ah.
Hmm.
Oh. Can't park there, mate.
Just
Why? Oh, we don't have a soundboard. I need to hear the bonk sound effect.
there has to have been like a runway, just like there's a runway just a little bit
They
away
probably
from
just
the
ran
side
out of
of
fuel.
No. What
you know
happened?
American airplanes? They just run out of fuel like that.
Is this an American airplane?
I mean, it's called Falcon Airways.
I don't know. For some reason, that I don't know.
Hold on, here we go.
What I think what happened was that the airplane was trying to land and it just overran the runway and just sort of like very sort of gently kind of came to a stop and then down the hill and just sort of like bung, dung, dung.
See, I'd like to subscribe to the theory that it's like a paper aeroplane and it just glided forwards and as soon it just bumped into it and came to a complete stop. Hold on.
Incredible.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a bit. There we go, I've done the bit.
We did a bit.
We did a bit, guys. Guys, we did a bit. We can end
Ladies
the
and
stream.
gentlemen, bit has been done.
Oh
dear.
well, you can't park there, mate.
Is that a what do you, I think it hit a van? No, it hit a truck. That's a truck cab.
Yeah, that's a lorry, mate. That is a truck.
It hit a truck cab. The truck cab caught fire.
I mean, I didn't realize Ghost Rider was driving this. Just off screen, Nick Cage is there with his head in his hands, just no clue what he's done.
Imagine being in that train. Like, okay, if you're in that train, are you in any danger from the fire?
Probably
like, really?
not.
You could just chill out in that train and wait for the fire departments to just kind of like handle it for you.
I mean, I'd get out because the smoke would probably not be good for your lungs.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my lungs can't. There's already enough like toxic fumes in my lungs. I don't need more. Because growing up around people who smoked and people who would like start fires to just like start a bonfire so they can get rid of a couple of old car tires. My voice should be an octave higher if I didn't grow up around people who just burnt horrible stuff. And then we've got... Oh.
That's an entire building.
That is... What is that?
I
mean, it looks like it's being demolished.
That looks like a grain silo.
It does look like a grain... But it can't be a grain silo because it's up over rails.
No, it's a grain silo. It's built over the rails so you can bring the truck... You can drive the train underneath it and then load up the grain. It just pours into the wagon.
Yeah,
it's a coaling tower.
It's a coaling tower.
Oh, okay.
And it's...
Well, not anymore.
And it's been using the wrong kind of coal.
When you don't have your special coal.
What Welsh coal does to a motherfucker.
This Welsh coal got me out. This Cambrian Welsh coal. This some real Cymraeg shite.
The Abraham Lincoln.
That's not Abraham Lincoln, that's a train.
I mean, in fairness, the Lincoln is a good name for a train because not only Abraham Lincoln, name of president, but it's linking two places together. It's a connection. Am I just too big brain?
You're fully like you're.
I'm drinking more Baileys. The less sober, the funnier it is.
SAR.
Is this South Australia or South? Yeah, it's South Australia.
South.
Port Pine.
Wow.
I'm not entirely sure that's how you're meant to park those.
No, it's more efficient when like the box, what is it, the flat car, whatever it's called. You put the thing on top of the thing to to store it away.
Yeah, but I think those are guards' vans.
Yeah, you just put them on there when you don't need them. It's fine. South Australia Railway.
Oh boy, here we go. Ooh.
Well,
He's just tired, guys. He's just having.
it's always nice when it's on. It's like it's perfectly on its side.
I mean, can we get some mad respect to the fact that this is clearly derailed on like a bridge/viaduct that's going through what looks to be a very densely populated area, and it's just stayed on the bridge/viaduct. It's not derailed.
Oh yeah.
Like, well,
Yeah,
it has derailed, but it's not like come off the bridge.
It's not fallen off the bridge and just sort of like on top of someone.
Also, I can't tell if like this bit here and this bit here are smudges, or if the locomotive is still releasing steam.
I mean, you'd have to be pretty quick at the camera if it's still releasing steam by the time you're getting the photo of it.
I'm about to say, because like it's got a crane here, they're putting it back on the rails. They would have dropped the fire by now.
No, keep it going. Just put it upright and we can keep going. It's fine.
And ooh,
oh, the wheels come off.
and he's just sleepy.
Oh,
Look at him. He's got a pillow. Honestly, with the boxcar there, it looks like a pillow, and with the wheels here, like
it does look like he's tucked in.
Yeah, it just gives just enough of an illusion that like the angle this is taken from the side, it looks like there's something on top of it, so it does look like it's tucked in.
Eeping now. Goodbye.
I am become tired. Goer to sleep.
Yes. Look at this. Look at the helicopter.
Hold on, the warrior cat something, the warrior something. Where's the woman in this one? What do
The
you mean,
warrior
where's-
cat's train enthusiast.
What do you mean, where's the woman?
Where's the woman?
There's only
one.
one woman, guys. As we all know, there is only one woman.
Also, wait a second. Look at that. That helicopter is just dunking a train in the ocean.
It really is.
Australia. A lot of Australia this stream, I've noticed.
But this has been a very Australia-centric. Oh, they're using them to make artificial reefs.
This just seems like a fun prank.
But yeah, no.
Took your train and put it in the ocean.
But yeah, no. Chakra Khan's not here, so I don't know what you're on about.
I've always wanted to fly in one of those Chinook helicopters. I think they're really cool.
Yeah, D-Man's asking, you support women's rights, name every woman. Chakra Khan. And if you don't get that joke, maybe look up her discography.
Oh.
That...
Pacifico.
This is weird, because it's like an optical illusion.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see
There's
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, this part here is, like, set in, and there's, you know, the walkway going along the side.
Yeah.
But then this is flush with, like, the side of, like, the frame.
It's got a small snoot, like a Pomeranian.
This locomotive has been horribly inbred.
No, it's a puppy.
No, it's been...
It's
a show
little
dog.
I like little dogs. I love
I
Pomeranians.
hate little dogs.
What are you? What is wrong with you?
Look,
you
little-
joyless person.
Look,
A little tiny floofy dog.
little dogs are annoying because they're not friendly. Like 9 times out of 10,
They absolutely can be friendly. They can be as friendly as any other dog.
little dogs, all they do is they yip and they yip and they yip. They will see a dog 5 times their size and just start yapping at them like they have a chance in a fight.
I think they do. I believe
I would rather take a bigger dog, because bigger dogs generally tend to be... It's a weird paradox. The smaller the dog, the more like yappy and aggressive they tend to be. Bigger dogs generally just tend to be way more chill.
Big dogs are kind of cool too. I like them. But I like small dogs. Like, what about a corgi? Someone in chat mentioned
corgis are okay. Medium-sized dogs, it's a grey area.
Little corgi. Yeah.
I don't trust Rottweilers.
What do you mean? Rottweilers are nice.
Don't get me wrong. I've had friends of family who have had Rottweilers. Very lovely dogs. Never hurt me once in their life. I just don't trust them.
I love Rottweilers. I like Dobermans as well. I think they're really cool.
I don't really like short-haired dogs. I don't know what I just don't really like dogs with short hair. The only exception being a whippet.
Ooh, whippets are nice. I like Saluki dogs. They look like they've got hair.
Surely you like Surely you like the English bulldog ToT. I'm not keen on bulldogs.
No, me neither.
I don't like dogs that have like a flat face.
I'm not a fan of bulldogs. I'm not a fan of pugs.
Every time I see someone with a pug, they're like, "Oh, it's my little baby," and the pug is there, bug-eyed, struggling to breathe.
The pug is dying. Like, every moment of its life, it is dying. And there is nothing that can be done about it. It's sad.
I don't know if you've ever seen them, but if ever you go to a country like Indonesia or Thailand or some place that's like, I don't know, it's a tropical climate, there's usually like tourist places, and they sell like these like wooden carved frogs.
Yeah.
And they have like the little stick that's in their mouth, and you take the stick out and you run the stick along their back, and it like makes the sound of like the frog croaking.
Oh yeah.
That's what a pug sounds like to me. A small one of those just sounds like that.
Someone in chat brought up Cocker Spaniels. I love Cocker Spaniels. I think they're so pretty.
I don't know if I've ever told... I think I've told Mike, but I don't know if I've ever told you, chat. My granddad, on my dad's side, he used to have... Years ago, he had a sheepdog. Because he kept sheep.
Oh.
He had a sheepdog. Lovely dog. And I can't remember if he also had... I can't remember if it was a greyhound or a whippet. It was a dog built like that. And I can't remember if he had that dog or if he was out one day and someone who had a greyhound or a whippet got to his sheepdog. Long story short, this sheepdog got pregnant, got knocked up by like a greyhound / whippet. Okay, I couldn't remember the specifics. And so, if you know anything about those two dogs, they are polar opposites. Like
so what?
Because sheepdogs are quite like fluffy, long hair, very.
Sheepdogs, big, fluffy, like large dogs, and the whippets are like sleek.
They're very sleek and very lean, like very different kind of ears as well. Ends up having this litter of like weird puppies.
Unusual dogs.
Like half of them were like whippets put on the legs of sheepdogs. The other half were like sheepdogs put on the legs of whippet. They were a weird lot, and they're like, you'd see like, you know how sheepdogs have like the pointy uppy ears, and whippets tend to have like the droopy down ones.
Did these have like half?
There were
half pointy uppy, half
there
downy?
were some. There were some that were like whippets, but they had pointy uppy ears, and there were some that were like sheepdogs that had droopy downy ears. They were just a weird bunch. So my granddad he did sell them, just like anywhere to a good home, any price to a good home, because he wasn't going to do anything with them, because they were just a really weird breed.
We've created a new dog.
And I think the last one he had left, like, I think there was like a litter of like 8 or 9. They soon went, and then there was one left. There were 2 left, and a guy came and picked up the one he'd bought. Hold on, stream went weird. We good? We're back? Okay, we're back. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so this guy, he came, there were 2 puppies left, he picked up his dog, and he saw one was left, and it was this weird mishmash puppy. It was like really a bizarre mishmash, and it had one sticky uppy ear and one floppy downy ear, and it was just the weirdest looking puppy you've ever seen. And the guy saw it, and my grandma was like, yeah, no one's bought that one. No, I don't think anyone really wants it.
Aww.
And the guy just says, you're not gonna like kill it, are you? You're not gonna like put it in a bucket? And my granddad just goes, no, but I don't really want it, but if I've got to raise it, then I guess I've got to raise it. And the guy was like, oh, look at it. I can't say no. I'll take it.
Aww.
And it's like, how much do you want for it? And my granddad just said, have it. So
I want to see pictures of these dogs now.
I can't remember when it was. I think it was a while ago. I might have been like really little. I can't remember. I'll have to ask my mum if she's got pictures. But I really want to see these puppies again. I really want to know what they looked like, because they were such a sheepdog and a greyhound. What the fuck does that look like? Anyway, back to the cursed trains. Steam traction engine converted to work on railway at Buckingham's Mill at Kelmscott. Was this written in English in like another language and translated? Because
steam traction engine converted to operate on railway at Buckingham's Mill at Kelmscott.
Okay, no, that checks out. I'm just autistic. The one part that does confuse me though is here. It's not an apostrophe; it's a quotation mark on Buckingham's. They botched the punctuation.
Whoop, you forgot to hit what is it? You forgot to hit shift.
What is this meant to be? What's with all these X's?
I don't know. It's like targets.
I don't know what this is meant to be.
I don't like how there's one just
it's a train
on top of that guy.
It's a train Z derailment icon.
Oh,
the joke is it's a train sim. I've never played Train Z.
Me neither.
Oh, it's a little guy.
Wow. Sorry.
He's a little guy.
It's a little guy. It's just a little guy. Chat, you can tell we've kind of hit a wall here.
It's not a tractor, it's a truck placer.
It's got a big magnet on the bottom.
Oh, I think I know what this might be for. So this is meant to be moving wagons in and out of various places and whatnot. That's why it's got the knuckle coupler on the front. I think that on the bottom is it's meant to be that if it needs to turn around on the spot to like shunt things, that lowers and it spins around on that.
Okay. That's kind of neat, honestly.
I'd a guess. But it's an educated guess. Which is good enough to be an authority on YouTube. The streamlining's a little weird. I don't know how I feel about the streamlining on this.
It's a bit rough.
I mean, you look at that, you'd say, yep, that's streamlined, but...
It looks like you've taken a normal train and sort of just, like, packed it. Like with, like, pillows around it and stuff like that. It feels
like the streamlining was put on by hand. Which are
It looks like
it was hammered on.
it's giving like inflatable pool toy towards the front.
Yeah, because there's a weird... It was probably just from, like, the paints, but like, it's this weird texture.
Yeah.
Oh.
2.
What happened here?
Oh.
Oof.
It sort of just kind of...
I think what's happened is something's ran into the back of this, and then midway through, like, sorting the problem out.
Huh.
Hmm.
Trains that make you go,
This is a very much a because what is this thing around the smoke box? Why has it got like a helmet on?
It's the whatchamacallit.
It's the helmet that you put on to stop the government from reading your mind.
Yeah, exactly. That's the anti-5G sort of mechanism.
What is the drive system of this? Is that it's got vertical cylinders. But it's got a very weird thing there. Also, D-Man. Oh, Tar, a couple of weeks ago, my coworker rear-ended me during our break time.
That sucks.
Now, when you say you got rear-ended, like, I'm assuming in a car.
Oh.
I'm assuming in a car.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry about that, D-Man. I hope it is nothing serious, because otherwise you could be in great... You could have been hospitalized and I just mocked you, and that's...
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he's like watching this stream from the ICU.
Like...
He's just making fun of his injury.
Train of thought streaming, that usually cheers me up. I need to take my mind off of the fact that I'll never walk again. And now we're still making fun of him.
Womp womp.
I'm so sorry, dear man. Are you okay?
I apologize.
I don't, but I still want to know if you're okay.
Someone in chat said that the thing that it's wearing looks like one of those drink helmets at a sports game.
Oh, it is.
This train is just like dueling brews.
Got 2 brewskis with the boys.
This train doesn't use water, it boils alcohol. Usually, what would happen if you fill the train with sort of like ethanol instead of water?
I'd probably explode, I don't know.
That would be pretty funny.
Oh, here we go, D-Man. Yes, I mean a car. Like $7,000 worth in damage to the car. But his insurance is paying for it, and yeah, I'm fine. It was a low-speed collision. I'm sorry, is he driving a fucking tank? How do you do...
No, that's just average car in North America. Or average truck, I should say.
How do you do $7,000 worth of damage to a car at low speed in
the new Dodge Ram? That's how. The F107 pickup. That's how you do it. The only truck certified to do triple figure damages at 20 miles per hour.
Man. As much as I want to go, like, visit North America, you know, see all the railroads and whatnot, I just don't think... I mean, one, I can't drive, so I'd be fucked trying to get anywhere. But it's just like... walking through, like, the 7,000-acre Walmart car park, trying not to get ran over by a single mom in her fucking Dodge Ram. Like, she's the only person in it, and yet this car is big enough to carry, like, an entire...
Like a platoon's worth of men.
You could fit an entire circus in this car, and you're the only person driving it.
No, but you see, I need something as large as a Humvee to pick up Aiden from his sports practice, from his sports ball. You gotta have a big, massive. I need to have 4x4, just like 5 meters of like ground clearance, and like giant fucking wheels to pick up Brendan from his piano recital, and then Aiden from his whatever.
I need a car where the paneling on it is made out of pure cast iron.
I want 4mm panel gaps, and I want it fucking 5 to 27 feet off the fucking ground.
Yeah, like, man, I don't know. I just hate how hostile cars are designed to be. If you know what I mean.
We're only a few years from cars that just have spikes on the front of it, just to as like a mercy to pedestrians, so that they're killed quickly instead of slowly in the hospital.
Like, because cars are designed really big and designed to, you know, protect the person in it as opposed to the person you're inevitably going to hit. But it's also that, like, maybe this is a sensory thing. I hate LED headlights.
Oh no, like a lot of people do.
I hate they're too bright.
Well, it's a dual problem. You see, one, the increased ride height of these SUVs and these trucks mean that these trucks, like headlights, are on level with your back window. And two, the lights are brighter. But like if it wasn't for like the tall cars, like it wouldn't be so big a problem because they're not good at.
It's also the issue. Also, is it's the color of them. Because older car headlights used to be they had like a yellowy tint to them. They were warm.
Yeah.
The new ones don't have that like warm softness to them. They are a harsh, bright, cold blue or a white. And it's far more intense, and it's not as easy on the eyes. If you know what I mean.
It's awful on the eye. And like another thing is these big old screens they have in cars now. Like, oh my god, if you're trying to drive at night and you have this massive like screen in front of you, it's awful, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate cars.
It's so you can watch Madagascar as you...
and then merge without looking. I love it. Anyways, trains.
This is a weird locomotive. I need to know more about this. Hold on, let me pin this. Because this is weird.
We gotta understand.
Because it's like an 040 like tank engine, but it's got the cylinders are vertical for whatever reason, and it's got like the weird gearing system down here. I don't understand it, and I want to know more. Weird.
Unusual thing. What?
What else we got? Oh. It's just train shaped.
It's just grey.
What the hell is going on with this thing's wheels?
Train shabari?
What is... Excuse me. What... Explain. Okay, no, this is really upsetting me.
I don't think I need to explain myself. I think I was perfectly clear.
You need to understand, this is really upsetting me. Because this... if it wasn't for the wheels, this would look very convincingly like a real locomotive.
Yeah.
You've got the round boiler, you've got domes on top, you've got the pipes connected to the cylinders, you've got the funnel in the right place, the cab's the right size. It's, sort of Swiss, or, that kind of area of Europe, and they have, the little arches, little hoods over the windows, which are typical of that place. It's perfectly proportioned. It's perfect. Apart from the wheels.
It's train bondage. Trondage, if you will.
Literally, it would have looked infinitely better if it was just one rod connecting these two wheels and another rod connected to this cylinder. It would have looked so much better if it was so much more simply designed. Like, people say the smoke box looks weird. Yeah, it doesn't look right. Obviously, like, a further glance you can tell. Like, this is obviously just like some kind of gas tank that they've used as the body, and they've put this part in front to make it kind of look like a smoke box. But, you can say that this is some kind of, like, this is meant to be like a light, or it's meant to be something that's on the head of the engine. There's room for interpretation. What the fuck is going on with these wheels? I don't know where this statue is, but I want to go there with a blowtorch and an angle grinder and a welder and fix it.
Well, you see, what happened here was the guy drawing out the blueprint for this sneezed as he was drawing out the connecting rods. It was just like, just like scribbled. And they just ran with it.
I mean, that's the most plausible explanation I've got.
My wood stove.
It is just a wood stove. You know what? I don't hate it.
I've had people in my life try to tell me that wood stoves are better than, like, central heating. Like without irony, just tell me, like, no, actually, wood stoves are better.
As someone who came from a home with a wood stove fireplace in the living room, I gotta admit, like, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice until you're cold and you just want heat.
I don't think you understand how much that thing can heat up a room.
Oh no, I know it's very effective to heat your house, but you gotta get the wood, and you gotta hook it in there, and you gotta
Once the fire's lit,
then.
Once the fire's lit, you just gotta keep throwing wood on. It's fine.
Or just press a button and forget about it for the rest of the day.
I mean, I also grew up in a place that didn't have, like, we weren't connected to the gas mains, and we didn't have an electric boiler. So we had a tank out the back of our house that we'd have to, like, keep filling up with fuel.
Oh my god.
Like, once or twice a year, we'd have a guy, like, come round with a tanker, and he'd come, like, top it up. Like, with, like, heating oil.
No? Yeah?
So, the wood-burning fireplace was a good alternative.
Actually, no, I know a couple of people who still have that. Yeah, no, just like fuel oil.
This is... I mean... What? What?
It's, it looks like it's inside a Home Depot.
Why is it cut in half? Because there's like a clean gap in the middle. Like it
I
looks
saw
like
this
it's
train in half.
It looks like it's meant to be like two bookends, like you'd have on a bookshelf.
Oh yeah.
But it's way too big to be that. So what is it for? I have no idea. My sleep paralysis demon. Sure is, buddy.
I like it. Can we zoom in on that? Can we get a nice proper zoom in on that face? There we are.
What a beautiful boy.
And that's what you want. See, he's smiling. He's friendly.
Alright, losers, hop in.
What?
I'm not a
I don't
loser.
know what
I'm not hopping in.
I don't know what
I'm
I'm
a
looking
winner,
at.
baby.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
What?
The next image down. No.
Oh. We are reaching concentrated levels of autism I did not think were possible.
Is that... Hop on the Sonic train.
You want to go to Lalaport and...
Let's go to Toho Cinemas. Hop on the Sonic train. It has what looks like some grandma's couch on the inside. Look at that.
Kind of does. Babe, what's wrong? You're hardly excited to ride on the Sonic the Hedgehog train. What if we kissed on the Sonic train?
No.
If you chat, if you take a lady or man, whatever you're into, or they them, or all in between, if you take your partner to Lalaport, if you both get on the Sonic the Hedgehog carriage, and if you kiss each other, if they kiss you on the Sonic the Hedgehog Lalaport train carriage, put a ring on it. That's meant to be.
The Sonic the Hedgehog train derailed, killing 50 people.
Oh, jeez.
Just imagine the news.
We're not even looking at this. Like, oh, yeah, it's got cylinders and wheels on its tender. I've done a video about this, whatever. We're focused on the Sonic train.
Sonic train.
Give me one reason why I should not be obsessed with the Sonic train.
It's gotta go fast.
I mean, yeah, if you want to... Trains are meant to go fast. Sonic goes fast. I'm seeing more in common than not in common.
Yeah. You know, this looks like a...
This looks like a what, Mike? This looks like
I don't know. This looks like a weird... This is like a... I don't know why, but I feel like this is in an airport somehow. Or like nearby an airport. Just something about the vibes.
I get it. Let's move on. This RX 191 today. Also, wait till you see what they did to RX 5. I mean, the front of the engine looks fine. I don't know what they've done to the tender. I know they're meant to... They're dressing it up like James from Thomas the Tank Engine, but the tender... This feels like a real locomotive. This just looks like a carriage they've cobbled together out of wood.
Look at the Ferris wheel in the background.
It's...
That's nice.
It's certainly Ferrising.
I love a good Ferris wheel.
Me too.
You know, it's classic.
Okay, so this is the locomotive they gussied up. It's a nice...
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Evil train. Climb aboard my evil train.
What was the show? Villainous?
No idea.
Was that what it was called? It was the one where, like, it's about all the evil henchmen and whatnot, and, like, their boss is the guy with, like, the top hat and the monocle, and he's, like, really evil. And he's got, like, an evil clone, and there's, like, a super buff evil clone of him. And it's just voiced by Markiplier. Is that the show I'm thinking of? Villainous? He looks like a character from Villainous, is what I'm saying.
I have no idea.
Either that or Wander Over Yonder.
I don't know, man.
Oh. Free him. This is false imprisonment. He deserves freedom. I love that, like, these pictures just get smaller and smaller.
Why are they so tiny? You have a phone, presumably, that has a camera on it. Just take a normal photo.
Yeah, can I get some of that compression? Okay, so the locomotive looks real enough. And they've just built this tender to just go behind it.
Yeah.
That seems to be the case. Oh. We keep getting these.
Yeah.
Pole Road.
Yay. Wow. That looks like a truck out of like a night, what's it called? Marcel Duchamp? No. Sylvain Chomet. That's it. This looks like something out of a Franco-Belgian animated movie.
I'm gonna take your word for it on that. Oh. He's so square.
Rectangular boy.
Rectangular!
I like how he's got two ladders.
Yeah,
You
just gotta be sure. You never know.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like the right ladder, sometimes I feel like taking the left ladder. You know?
It's like Twix. Are you a left Twix or a right Twix guy? Are you left ladder or right ladder? Someone call Huey Lewis in the news.
Because you need a new drug?
Because it's hip to be square.
Oh!
Get with it, Mike. Is just...
Oh.
People, like, are upset that this engine's in a park and, like, outside corroding, and, like, it sucks, but at the same time, it's still preserved.
Yeah, here's the question. What else are you going to do with it? You know?
It was this
Well,
or
you can't-
scrap.
Exactly. Like, what? Oh, you want to take the train? Do something cool? By all means, give it a try. You show up with, like, your truck and try to tow it away, you know?
Oh, boy. Let's do a few more.
I've ran out of.
Wind
Yeah, I was about to say I've ran out of club bars. I've hit a wall.
You're no longer on your mint nicotine rush.
It's worn off. I gotta get another hit.
You gotta get another hit of mint.
I'm gonna be chewing on some leaves.
You're gonna be there, like, outside of a fucking gas station, just scratching your arm, just like, hey man, can you get me some mint? You just get me some mint.
I need some XL. I need some XL gum, please.
Also,
Anyways, what's going on here? That looks like a London Underground tube train in between two normal trains.
It probably is. I love pictures like this because there's a very weird kind of, like, they're compatible, but they shouldn't be together, if you know what I mean. It's like...
It's wrong. Uppercase and lowercase train.
It's like, in Manchester,
This is like...
the tram tracks in Manchester, they are standard gauge. And I'm used to, seeing the trams going through, like, the city through, like, Exchange Square and Piccadilly and Victoria and Piccadilly Gardens and whatever. But then if I were to just be hanging around Piccadilly Gardens and I just randomly saw, like, a Class 08 diesel shunter just roll through Piccadilly Gardens on those rails, it'd just be really weird, because it's like, you're not supposed to be there, buddy.
I love, like, the London Underground. Just in general. I really do. And I think this... Is that one of those 1970s stock that they're still running on the Bakerloo line? Because it looks like it. It looks familiar to me.
I mean, it probably is.
I love it. I love the London Underground. It's so cool. Just all of it. Union J Pacific.
Did someone...
Building America.
Did someone sneeze when they were just typing... Or is that the locomotive's name?
Union Pacific.
Dyslexia. I love the idea that this is just pronounced something like Hiefway Pacific, or like Hiefway Pacific, or something like that. Like, it's just a weird. You know how in French.
In French, where nothing makes sense.
Yeah,
like just
every
letter is pronounced wrong.
Every letter is just corresponds to the wrong. Like it's never pronounced as it's pronounced.
What gets me is the J. Where is the J?
It looks like a name.
What is?
It looks like his name is
Yointh J Pacific.
Exactly. Someone said Star Wars name.
Yointh J. Yointh Pacific, my favorite Star Wars character.
Jedi Master Yointh J Pacific. It's probably someone's OC. Oh. He just wants to go on the trampoline.
That's really funny. Because, like, have you seen videos of, like, these trampolines just, like, blowing away in the wind?
Yeah. Because I can very vividly picture this trampoline just floating down in front of the tracks. Oh, no. Snow train.
Don't look so snow to me.
Obviously Dangerous Kids Edition. That's still one of my favourite cursed pictures of all time. Just the guy stood in the middle of a railway track while the train's coming towards him, and just the caption of the image is just obviously dangerous. That will never not be funny to me.
I want to go on the snow train. I actually want to get off the snow train. It's been snowing. It literally snowed yesterday. It's March. It snowed yesterday.
What do you mean it's March? Mike, it's May.
Oh.
What do you mean March? An entire month has passed. We're in the 5th month of the year. What the fuck do you mean it's March?
It's March and it snowed yesterday.
Well, we can see who's the one that's been caught in the temporal paradox.
Mike,
have you been messing with the space-time continuum?
Point and laugh at this man. He's been caught in a temporal paradox. Let's laugh at him.
Hey, look over there. That poor soul is trapped in an infinite time loop. Ha!
What a fool. But no, it's the middle of April, and I'm on the snow train. This is what happens when you're on the snow train.
You just lose track of time.
Yeah, things get weird quickly.
ScotRail.
I love ScotRail.
I don't know who Scott is, but by Jove,
Tom Scott.
It's Tom ScotRail. I can't wait for us to open up this channel, do another Cursed Train stream in like 5 years' time when we've finally caught up to the memes posted on today's date, and we're going to see Tom Scott photoshopped into one of these pictures.
I'm here at ScotRail.
Oh boy. Oh hey, it's Gordon.
New Wales Railway.
It's meant to be Northwestern Railway, Mike.
New Wales. It's a new one. They made another one.
I like that you've not even got any energy behind this. Just, it's New Wales.
I was saying it like the intonation of like Eeyore. Like, New Wales. Oh, bother.
That's new.
Oh, what's this?
This is a towed brake van that's been...
Towed brakes?
That's been modified to have window. It's just had windows put in it, and it's been painted in like the black, white, and red, like British Railways kind of livery. Also, are you playing with something?
Oh, I was really hoping that wasn't on camera. No, I have 2 magnets, and I'm just sort of like shuffling them around in my hands. I was hoping that wasn't being caught. I'm sorry.
You're caught red-handed, Mike.
Caught red magneted.
Oh.
Finally doing some actual bloody work for once.
Doing some shunting like he's meant to do.
Exactly, the lazy git.
Oh, hey, we're back here. It's come full circle.
Wow, we've looped around
With-
like a railway that loops.
It's a screen. We come back full circle to a screenshot from Laurie's Mechanical Marvels.
Wow.
And we might as well look at this. Oh, it's Bluebell engine with the Buckeye coupler. Whap whap. And I think we've seen this before, but those smoke deflectors are odd.
They're really angled.
It usually, like, big flat smoke deflectors like this, they're usually kind of fitted to the running board and kind of stick up at the side. The ones that are, like, bolted to the smoke box generally tend to be, like, the bottom of them is, like, halfway up the smoke box, like Flying Scotsman's. This is...
I don't
These are
mind
weird
it.
Smoke deflectors. They look cool. I admit
Yeah.
they look cool. They're just unusual.
It's pretty neat.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can...
Yeah, let's look at the highlights channel first. Let's end it off. I
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
see
because someone's
pinged you.
pinged me in stream highlights, and that's... Oh, there we go. We got the edit! We got the edit, Mike!
Yeah! Look at that. What's he looking at?
Wait a minute. I know what I must do. Now, this joke could backfire horribly.
Oh, it's a high risk, high reward thing. This will either be the funniest thing you've ever seen, or it will kill you instantly.
Here we go.
What have we got? And the key to comedy is to draw it out as long as possible.
As long as we physically can.
As just talk about the joke as long as you can, and sort of skirt around it.
Okay, I'm going to end it there now. Oh, yeah, the junk Millennium Falcon. I was on about...
It
I
looks
know
fine.
someone's done that with the Barad-dûr, the Sauron's tower from Lord of the Rings. Someone's done a junk Barad-dûr, and it is... You cannot make out any of the details because it's just so incoherent. Which I love it. Oh, here's a better shot of that, which... Good grief!
Wow!
That has just been pancaked.
I hope no one was inside of that.
There was, without question, someone inside of that.
That's not nice.
Help, help, I'm being compressed. I love this meme. Because I can so very clearly hear the dialogue from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but heavily compressed. Train of thought, just learned that the Lionel movie is actually a revenge fantasy. Gonna have to give that a watch at some point.
Pemgin.
I won't.
The Pemgin returns.
We're not. No Pemgin.
The Pemgin is real.
Pemgin exploded.
You can't deny it.
Pemgin exploded. You all saw the gif. Pemgin exploded.
Pemgin lives in our hearts.
He doesn't live in mine.
The Pemgin's gonna come back like a Yoda ghost or whatever from like Star Wars.
Pemgin's one of those jokes that just refuses to go away.
I love it. No, because it's the perfect joke. I mean, obviously, it's hilarious. It's Pemgin.
It's not.
It's the perfect joke.
Right, I'm gonna stop talking about Pemgin because, God forbid, this is just gonna get spammed in chat, and I'm sick of it. Thomas the Tank Engine pilot. The pilot came out. talk about that, guys. The pilot came out. What do you all think?
I've never seen it. What happens in it? What is it? Can we watch it?
Is it safe to watch on stream? I don't want to watch it on stream because usually whenever I watch these things on stream, they instantly get demonetized.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because Mattel. So yeah, no, we're not watching it on stream.
Incredible.
But it's very interesting because all they do is they just read the story down the mine. Like, they just read it. Ringo Starr just reads it directly from the book as it's written. Whereas quite a few of like the Thomas the Tank episodes, when they adapt the book, they take like they leave certain lines out, or they add certain lines just to help clarify things, or get you up to speed. It's literally just that specific story from the Railway series. They read it out loud and just put the visuals of the trains going over it. I will also say the directing choice is interesting as well. Because there are just... I don't know, like when Thomas is at Knapford Station, there's just a shot of the camera pointing at a signal box, and the signal box has the plaque for Knapford on it. Like that was the entire shot. It's just such a... I don't know, it doesn't feel like anything else we got in the adaptation, if you know what I mean. It's weird to see the original pilot. People are giving context.
What? Who is that man?
I don't know.
Who is this man? What?
I'm looking in the VIP lounge on the server, and someone's just posted grits, and there's just someone stirring a pot of what looks like slop.
It's that bit from Grand Budapest Hotel. Would you like some mush? Needs a bit of salt. Oh boy.
Anyway, anywhere else? Chat got anything else to say? Because you look in stream highlights. I looked in stream highlights. There's the Lionel Movies Revenge Fantasy.
The only flag that I salute.
Okay, it's about an evil scientist stealing technology, and it's to do with a lawsuit about someone stealing from Mattel. Not Mattel, Lionel.
Wow.
I got Mattel on the mind. Tips for Dora Mattel.
Shut up.
I did it, guys. I got Mike to say shut up. That is the most aggressive thing I think Mike has ever said to me. And we've done it, chat. We've done it.
Nothing but just like anger in that. Just shut up. Disdain.
He was done. He is completely done with me, with this stream.
Pure anger. Somebody has a question for me. Oh, somebody deleted that question. Never mind. Somebody asked a question for me in chat, and it just disappeared before my eyes.
Can you make a video?
It's back again.
Can you make a video about the NBR Atlantic that was scrapped twice? Post it in the Discord video suggestions chat. That's what it's there for.
Question from Mike. When you paint with physical paints, do you use a CMY palette? I actually have not painted with physical paints in maybe like a year or two now, actually. I do everything digitally.
Mike doesn't paint.
I would love to.
Mike doesn't paint with physical paints because he just can't help but eat the paint.
It's too tasty. It's too tasty looking.
Like real Van Gogh style.
Did Van Gogh eat paint?
He ate yellow paint because yellow was a happy color and he was depressed.
Oh my god, that's incredibly sad.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be like a funny thing, but no, it's incredibly sad.
It's almost as if Vincent van Gogh was a man who genuinely struggled a lot with mental illness.
But yeah, when you hear someone was eating paint, your first thought is going to be, oh, he must be so damaged and sad. No, your first thought is, that's pretty funny. Actually, no, my first thought is, can I have some paint, please, so I can eat the paint with you?
What's that? It's an image that's specific. I keep getting these images very vividly come to my mind. It's a meme, and it's like a very simplistic drawn like anime girl, and she's like holding a crayon towards like towards the camera to an extent, and she's got like different colors like around her mouth, and she's just holding a crayon towards the camera as if she's offering it to the person looking at the picture. And it's just there's just a speech bubble that just says, "I saved you one." I get big. That's Mike. That is just Mike.
Also, D-Man reminded me to send me $50.
I will send you $50. Do not worry.
I'm sending you my PayPal right now. I'm doing it.
I have to do this live on stream.
No, wait, no, wait.
Maybe
no.
not. Maybe not. Maybe it's best that we don't give each other our PayPal information live on stream. Don't mind me while I dox all of your financial assets.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just post my PayPal in the chat in like this server and just have everyone send me money for no reason.
I mean, in fairness, Mike, you probably could. Like, PayPal is one of those things where if you just put like, I know you can make like a tip jar for PayPal.
You could do that.
Yeah, so you could just make a tip jar and we could just post it in the server and we could just get people to donate to you.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh god! Right, I'm gonna start playing the Tugs music. I need to wrap up this stream before like it's going off the rails. But Tish, we need to.
We do gotta chill out.
Keep banging your mic like that. Just
God, I'm sorry.
Keep making more noise.
Is this good? Is this good? Is this good? But the Discord just filtered all that out. What happened?
Oh, I'm scared.
What?
Where's this music coming from? Okay, so I've clicked on the tugs.mp3 file to play it, but no media player has opened up to play the music. But I can hear it. It's playing.
Oh.
Mike, it's just playing. There's no media player open. I've got Task Manager open. There's no media player?
Oh.
What the fuck is going on?
Odini B has a question, but ping me on Discord with that question. I'd love to talk about this stuff.
Hold on, I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. It wasn't registering. There we go.
We've ended the stream. Oh god, we're ending the stream, I suppose.
We are ending the stream.
The end of Stream Evangelion.
Stream Evangelion? Mike, no. I'm not...
I could talk about Evangelion for 4 hours.
Next time I do one of those like long videos next time I do a long video that's inspired by an anime, I'm gonna have to do Evangelion.
Of course. No, Evangelion has a train thing associated with it. It was like one of the it's like a brand deal. Evangelion train. It had an Eva which turned into a train. It was so fucking dope.
Incredible.
Yeah, the robot made a train. It was fucking dope.
Are they even robots? I thought they were like some kind.
It's complicated.
They're living things. They're like an angel that's been turned into a mech. It's some.
They're partially biological, partially metaphorical, and partially sort of Hidekiano's mental breakdown in the 1990s. And their another part is it's a robot. They are. Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
As someone with zero context, that is the weirdest statement you could ever say about a show that is infamously weird.
That is so. As someone who does know Evangelion, you're not wrong, but out of context, that would be very ominous to someone who doesn't know the series. They are mothers.
Oh.
What does that mean? Just that's frightening.
Chat, what does this mean? Chat, is this real? Chat, I'm scared.
Chat, please help me.
Oh. I'm
Oh,
clicking
God.
the end button now. This is awful.
You got it. Just kill it. We need a big button that actually just kills.
I want a big red button. I just need an abort stream button. It's just I'm gonna slam it, and when I slam it, it's just gonna be and the stream just ends.